get right here. Alright, let's see. First things first. I need the YouTube link. My channel. Live. Oh, there it is. I just seen it. Damn it. I just seen it. I just had the link. What's up? What's up? What's up? There it is. Found it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Share. Copy link. There it is. What's up? What's up? What's up? That on, and I will switch this to live video. Giants versus Saints. Postgame chat. Go live. Alright. Alright. Why does it look like it's calling somebody? Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I was on with Donnie before, so...
It was acting like I was calling you. My face is frozen. Does it still look like I'm frozen?
Not at all. I see you perfectly and hear you perfectly.
Interesting. Alright. Alright. So... You know, I was taking notes at one point in time, and then I just stopped.
Let's go Broncos!
Fuck the Broncos.
They beat Philly. How about that?
I don't care. I don't even care. I don't fucking care. Because this team is an absolute train wreck. There's no way in hell that we beat the Chargers. How the fuck did we beat the Chargers? But we can't beat the Saints. The 0-4 Saints. We can't beat the 0-4 Saints? What?
You know what, Mike? I think I'm going to try and answer that.
Try, because my eye is jumping right now. Right now.
Let me see if I can try and answer that. Hi, Malachi. How are you, buddy? I'm sorry.
Hi, bro. I'm just like,
I want to see, you know, it's funny, right? I know I've heard you say it, Mike, and I've heard Donnie say it. When Jones was here, there were games that we all got on here and said, it's really not all on Jones. And truth is, there were many games that were not all on Jones. You have to be honest. And now, today, I'm looking at our page, and a lot of people are commenting saying it's not all on Dart. Mike, I'm looking at Evan Ingram light it up. I'm looking at Barkley light it up. I'm looking at Waller light it up. And I'm sorry, but I think it's the coaching. It's the coaching. Jones is in MVP talks. It's the coaching. Now, you can't tell me these players that supposedly, and I'm just as guilty of doing it, just as guilty, Mike, I'm going to fall on the sword. This guy sucks, that guy sucks, that guy sucks, this guy sucks. They go to other teams that are well coached, very well coached, and you see nothing but success. That's coaching, not the player. I think the mistakes, I can't put Dart
What's up, Corbin?
Scatterbo fumbling the ball on the coach. No more than I can put the
Can you
ball
say
slipping out of Jackson Stark's
UWU,
hands
please? What's
on
that
the
mean?
coach.
What about Darius Lee?
What's up
But
from Turkey?
yeah, Slayton was out of position on that last bomb. Hyatt dropped the ball. Didn't
Can you
even
guys
try.
see me moving?
I see you.
But Slayton had 2 passes that he fucking missed.
Yeah. Exactly. And right. But Malachi, it's the whole team, dude.
Fuck
It's
you,
not
motherfucker.
You're a fucking veteran tackle, Eleanor.
You are
whatever
suck.
his name is.
Why don't you spell right, faggot?
Holding. Pass interference. Holding.
Yeah, aluminum.
What the
Right.
fuck?
Drew Phillips needs to be gone. Banks needs to be gone. Listen, and unfortunately, we can forget about anybody getting fired because Mara's got cancer. And I don't think he gives a fuck right now. He's trying to save his own life. And I get that.
Hey, hold on. I want to touch on that because I'm being an asshole on this. And normally I would just shut the fuck up. But I find it extremely...
I'm thinking the same thing.
I find it very ironic that the turf situation is a huge issue around all of media right now because of the Malik Neighbors tear, and now you want to tell everybody you've been dealing with cancer. I'm not trying to be insensitive whatsoever. I'm not. But don't use that as an excuse. You could have told everybody. If I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole. Fuck it. But I'm just going to say it right now that you're in scrutiny and you have all those ACL tears I went over last week, and now you want to tell everybody you got cancer? I'm sorry, Mr. Mara. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have cancer. I'm sorry you're dealing with what you're dealing with right now. But no. Why now? Why in the middle of the scrutiny do you have to bring that up? I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm just saying. I'm a blunt, honest, and I'm straightforward, and I have no filter with that shit. None of that. Post-game chat after the game, Virgil.
It's probably going to be his son. He's the co-owner. And Tish is definitely going to get involved, and it's going to be Mara's son. But that's neither here nor there. We can't, people are on the page, fire the coaching staff. Listen, I'm going to say, honestly, you hope they lose every game now. Because now you know at the end of the season they're going to get fired. At the
Post-game
very least,
chat.
you know they're all going to get fired. At the very least. Again, Mara's dealing with issues way bigger than the team. I get it if I'm Mara. I'm saying I can care less right now. I'm trying to live. I get it.
Of course.
But this is where Tish should step in and say, all right, you know what, John, take care of your health. I'm also a co-owner. I can step in.
Agreed.
And that's the problem I have, that he's not doing that. And
non-existent ghost.
Sitting back, allowing this to
Continue, yep.
Bowen's got to go. Kafka's got to go.
Yep.
Dable. How many quarterbacks have been under Brian Dable since he's been the coach?
Doesn't matter. He's got to go. He's got to go.
Quarterbacks, 12. You're going to tell me, Malachi, you couldn't get one QB right out of 12. One, not out of 2, not out of even 3 or 4. 12 QBs, and all 12 were abysmal.
I want to touch up on that. Hold on. I'm going to let you finish. But let me tell you this. You're bringing up a list of quarterbacks. But I'm telling you right now, there was not too long ago, I seen a Browns fan with a jersey that had crossed out names on the back with new names and shit like that. The Giants are the new age Browns. Simple as that. Dart looks like he has promise. But listen, if you ain't going to coach that motherfucker at all, look, I watched Dayball when Daniel Jones made mistakes in the beginning. I watched him go right over to the bench and sit next to him with a tablet and talk to his ass. I have not one time seen him do that with Jackson Dart. Not one time.
I think it's honestly, Mike, I think it's safe to say that Dart was trying to make many things happen today. I get it. You're
forcing it.
Down, you got the ball ball with 5 minutes, 1 touchdown, you're back in this game. I have a contention with Bowen because first 2 quarters, that defense played lights out. Lights out. And then what happens? Back to that zone defense. Back to that soft cover zone. He let off the pressure. Again, you had Abdul Carter playing half a fucking safety spot and playing spy. It made no sense.
No, it didn't. No, not only that.
That 4th and 2 play with they fucking went 5 yards back. They could have and got that first down. I don't know why.
That 87-yard touchdown that was by Shaheed.
Yeah.
That shit was the longest Saints offensive play in 9 years.
Since 2000.
Against the Giants that beat the Chargers, the red hot Chargers. I can't. When I think about this game, it's like I get electrocuted in my brain because it makes no fucking sense. We shouldn't have beat the Chargers. We should beat the Saints. But it's like you beat the Chargers and we start this game, touchdown. You're like, we're going to beat them motherfuckers 40, whatever.
I had them winning 27-17.
The way they were playing with touchdown, and continuing, they looked like they weren't going to be stopped. The Giants. And then you had five possessions of turnovers. Fumble, interception. Fuck that. No.
Mike, I blame management because the Giants went into last year and this year, listen to me, with no field goal kicker.
Turnovers, I blame the players.
Hold on, Mike. You lost your
number
1 wide receiver. At what point do you say, I got to trade and give up some of these fucking draft picks and take my chances and get a bona fide legit number 1? Listen, not that Nelson Aguilar is what he was 5 years ago, but Nelson Aguilar has a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Nelson Aguilar was a decent wide receiver with the Eagles. All you need is a guy to get to the sticks. You have Bo Collins.
I can drop this fool. What the fuck you talking about, Uncle Ed?
What's that, Mike? What's going on, Mike?
What? No, I'm responding to you guys and YouTube and these fucking clown circus motherfuckers up here. Bro, you got the wrong one. Uncle Ed? Who the fuck? I can drop this fool? Like, who the fuck are you, motherfucker? Come try. Alright, go ahead.
This is what happens when you open it to YouTube. Mike.
That's fine. I'm gonna respond to every one of these fucking faggots.
Okay, Donnie, I just think that...
I'm listening to y'all, man.
Where you at, Donnie?
I'm right here, bro. I'm right here.
I just think that we go back to, you have these draft picks. If you have to part with your draft picks, part with a draft pick, but get a legit wide receiver. Jalen Hyatt shouldn't be on this team anymore. And honestly, I'm a little surprised at Wan'Dale Robinson because he had 2 key drops today, too. I'm a little surprised at him. I'm not going to get on Wan'Dale Robinson too tough, but I'm a little surprised with him. Me personally, we did it with Jones. And I remember, I said it, and I know Donnie said it once or twice, or even Mike might have said it. I really can't put all that. You're right. You know why? Because Jones is in contention for MVP talks right now as we speak, lighting it up again. You're going to tell me, even after the whole Saquon Barkley fiasco, the split-second Barkley won a
Uncle Ed, you ain't shit, motherfucker. You can say whatever the fuck you want, bro. I ain't the one. I'll put you in the hospital, bro.
Mike, easy, what would you say on social media?
I'm just saying, some of these motherfuckers up here talking about Charlie Kirk and all this shit like that.
What's Charlie Kirk have to do with the Giants?
That's what I'm saying, but this Uncle Ed faggot right here thinks that he can hide behind the screen. Bro, you're in text, bro. You wouldn't say that shit in front of me in person. Straight up.
All right, Mike, listen to me. Just ignore it and let's focus on what we're doing. Forget about those clowns
Mike
right
Jones with no pictures. This faggot here. Clown ass fucking shoes, motherfucker. Fuck you, faggot.
So, I think this, like, first off, I don't give a fuck about Jones. I don't give a fuck if he goes to a Super Bowl. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he's not a quarterback no more.
I know. Donnie, I was just generalizing, buddy.
Yeah, that's one. 2, we talked about this earlier. Spencer Rattler looked like Drew Brees, and Spencer Rattler is
Okay.
garbage.
Right.
The Saints are garbage. We had no business losing to this team, but that's what we do. The teams we supposed to beat, we lose to. The teams that nobody thinks we can beat, somehow, some way, we win. So I'm not shocked, but Darius Slayton, I was never a big fan.
Listen to
I
your
don't know how we
girlfriend.
resigned
Bro,
him.
your name is Boku. Fuck out of here.
I believe that he cost us that game, even though we had other
You
turnovers.
can't even
after
spell
that.
right, faggot.
I don't believe those turnovers happen if Darius Slayton does what he does on his side of the ball. Like, he wasn't overthrown. They showed the replay. He clearly dropped the ball. It was right there in his hands. He dropped it. You didn't pay $36 fucking million to catch the fucking ball.
Right.
So I don't want to hear nothing about Darius Slayton and him being overthrown and he fumbling. The defense looks terrible. Like, bad, man. The defense looks bad, bro.
I know.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm just in the head.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Right, you're right. Chino just said the same thing, and you know what it is, Chino? Because as a head coach, you want to surround yourself with good quality coaches to help the team, make the team look good. Dable has yet to surround himself, and I'm going to say it, other than Wake Martindale, he's yet to surround himself with a good coach. I think Kafka is somebody else. You know, look, it's easy to say I coached Mike Kafka. I coached Josh Allen. Allen didn't make it. Dable didn't make Allen. Allen made Dable.
Yeah, it's to do with Josh Allen, man. It just happened.
Allen made Dable, Kafka, and Mahomes made Kafka. So you're just going on reputation right now. And I think it's got to be a total change, clean slate. You hope they lose every. Mike, I know the Eagles are going to come in here next week and absolutely crush the Giants, bro.
Yep.
I give the Giants zero shot.
No, none.
Not going to be a close game. It'll probably be close the first 3 possessions, and other than that, it's over.
The Eagles are going to come smack the Giants. You can't beat the Saints. You won't have a scratch and sniff sticker against the Eagles.
And the Giants are going to be, I'd say the Eagles are going to be a 12-point favorite going into next week, going into Thursday. 12-point favorite, easy. I give them no shot against the Eagles, zero. I have no confidence in this team. I have no confidence in Hyatt. I have no confidence in Robinson. I have no.
And they just
confidence.
lost. The Eagles just lost to the Broncos. That's fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They did. They lost.
So Nico, I'm definitely agreeing with you earlier because I noticed it myself. Shane Bowen is terrible when it comes to managing the defense. Like listen, man, what was working in the first 2 quarters? Why are you getting away from that? Like, pressure is working. Why are you going into soft coverage? Why are you going into prevent defense? Why the fuck are you doing that, bro?
Not even 1 sack today. Not even 1 sack. Like, I don't.
No, I'm telling you, it's just destiny for the Giants to just. They are the only
67 what?
this morning. They are the only team in the NFL that can suck the soul out of you.
Last week you sacked. Today you can't get 1 sack.
Who? The Giants? I was writing them down, but I just threw the pen. So there for a minute. Tibbs had a sack, but they didn't give him credit. What's going on, Jeremiah?
No.
They didn't give him any credit for it.
No halftime adjustments at all. Like,
None.
We never make halftime adjustments ever.
Or we're a first half team. It's like the Giants play really well the first half, and then the second half, it's like another team takes over, like high school or something, or I don't know, middle school team. I'm not sure what the fuck I just watched today, but that was absolutely horrible. And I would sit there and tell Dart in front of his face, what the fuck were you thinking? What are you overly hyped up? Calm the fuck down. What's wrong with you? I know you just won the last game, Dart. But fumble, interception. No. Why is somebody not calming you down? Why are you not calming down? You're in the NFL now, motherfucker. Did you not see what Daniel Jones just had to deal with for almost 10 years in the Giants? You're either gonna get it together or you're not.
And that's why I told Donnie this morning, and I'll say it again. The Giants weren't going to the playoffs. The Giants weren't going to do anything. They should have never started Jackson Dart. Period. That kid needed 1 year.
You're not
to
wrong,
watch.
Tony. Pause what? And Dak's your daddy? Nah. Dak ain't gonna never win anything, ever. Ever. If Dak Prescott would go to another team, he still wouldn't win anything. He's the new age, he's Tony Romo 2.0. He'll never win anything.
Actually, I thought Tony Romo was better than him.
You thought Tony Romo was better than him? Omar's trying to get up here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Dak killed it in MetLife today.
Malachi.
Dude, he played the Jets. They sucked. They're worse than the Giants.
Are you American? Yes. The Giants should be embarrassed to wear. I'm not embarrassed to wear shit. I rep my Giants. When they win or lose, if they lose, I shred them.
That's on fire.
It is what it is.
I gotta give him credit.
Is that what they said? I don't know. You tell me. What's your fucking name say? I don't even know what the fuck that is. Malachi, I'm gonna bring Omar up. Once Omar's done, you can come back in if you want.
Yo, we lost to the fucking Saints, bro. This is just fucking terrible, man. I don't even know what to say no more, man. I don't even got no words, bro. But a question I do want to ask is, why the fuck isn't Turbo activated from the practice squad?
Because that's stable, dude. That's stable.
Why isn't Jordan Humphrey activated from the practice squad, from wide receiver? Why isn't these changes being made?
What up? Y'all just see me?
Yeah, we see you.
I'm in.
Yeah, you're here.
I don't see him. I don't see him.
Yeah, it's like dark. I can hear y'all.
It's not dark. We see you, all of you motherfuckers.
You got heavy hitters coming in now.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of gotta expect days like this. You got rookie quarterback, rookie running back, tight end who's technically a rookie because he missed all of last year, who's the start. Our one star that we had on offense is gone. Wendell Robinson is limited, and I think it's time to move on from what's his name, Slate. Hyatt too, yeah. Which, I mean, you know, like, I think Dabo's biggest problem is he doesn't know how to pick a staff. I think he himself as a coach is pretty good. And I'm gonna stand by that. Because you gotta think about it too. How many successful coaches have been successful on their first run?
Oh
Right?
shit. This motherfucker up here, and I don't disagree. I hate to say it. I don't mean to interrupt, but Tony Gilbert said, "Bro, I feel so bad for you, man. Y'all are the laughing stock of the division. Y'all make the Commanders look like the Chiefs." And that's true. I hate to say it. It's the truth. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit.
To the Commanders. We're the Commanders now.
Yeah, we are the Commanders now. We are the Redskins right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit.
You gotta. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a long. It might be another year or two.
Or 3 or 4.
If I'm Shane, and I get another year, I'm at every wide receiver. I'm taking the top prospects of wide receiver, middle linebacker, corner,
Offensive line.
and interior lineman.
Look,
And we are going to scout.
look, Omar. The only way that's gonna work is if you have a competent scouting team. Because I'm telling you right now, the moment we move on, look, we all know we all want Shane Bowen gone. We all want I'm getting there. We all want Dayball gone too. But what I'm saying is, fuck that. Look, what I'm saying though is, at some point they're getting fired. When they get fired, you're getting a new system in here. That these existing players that can either accept that system or they don't work in the system, and
There you go.
then you're dealing with another process of elimination. That's the problem when you have a problem with the front office and the coaching staff that sucks dick and shit like this right now is if you can't get anything together, when you redo everything, if your existing players cannot adapt to what that new system does when it comes in, then you're stuck right back at square one. That's why I'm saying I've been saying it. The Giants are like damn near the new age Browns. Like they just can't get it together. And the sad part about that is the Browns are an organization that's run by baseball minded people. They don't know shit about football. I mean, hell, not even a few years ago, they had like damn near almost 30 whole picks. And they still, look at them now, they still can't get the shit right. So, if we can't ever get our front office right, and our coaching staff right, and we can't get everybody right. Nobody's in sync with anybody. And it's just it's a shit show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's. I think
But
they.
you're right. No.
I think the Giants are still caught up in that whole traditional schoolboy draft pick. Like I ain't saying go out and draft players with a bunch of red flags just because he can play. Because we see how that worked out.
Yeah.
But I think they tend to stay away from guys like those blue chippers that could come in and help the organization because of something crazy. Like what was the lineman we passed up one in the draft because they saw the video with him with a mask on smoking weed.
Yeah, that was tonsils.
So yeah, stuff like that. I think the Giants still caught up in a bit. I mean, the cornerback that get him and traded back up in the first round again. He was a walking red flag. I don't understand why that happened. But you got sometimes you gotta go for talent. You know what I mean? Cause this team it has some talent, but it doesn't have enough talent to pick it up.
That's why I said
When they can go at them.
when everyone was hyping up the Giants defense, I said it. I don't care if they brought back Lawrence Taylor in his prime, Wilbur Marshall in his prime, and half the 86 Bears defense in their prime. They will not do anything as long as you have a coach like Shane Bowen.
All right,
It's not
look.
going to happen.
Look, Omar, to answer that, I'm going to say this. If you want playmakers, and you want gamers, and you want players that have the extreme talent to be able to get shit done, you got to be able to complement by continuing to build on that. Because otherwise, you're going to get the same situation which is clearly present right here with the Giants now. Odell Beckham Jr. was a serious talent for the Giants. We failed to build a team to be able to compete and complement that. So we needed a number one wide receiver. We drafted that wide receiver in Odell Beckham Jr. What happens when you keep losing games? That wide receiver is going to flip out. Now, we draft Saquon Barkley, and it's the same scenario, although he acted more humble than Odell Beckham, and he carried himself in a much more respectful manner as a Giant, but it was the same scenario. So now you sit there and listen to somebody like Brian Daboll that says he wants a gamer. He wants somebody that's going to flip out. Look, the Giants fucked up when they put them on the Hard Knocks. Whether it was show or not show, it doesn't matter. You exposed yourself. Now you want a gamer, you got Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors, before he tore his ACL, was chirping too. In fact, he spoke with Odell Beckham Jr. on the side recently, before he tore his ACL. So I guarantee you conversations were going that, hey, what do I do in this situation? It's the same situation. You're putting these great talents in. You're putting great talents on a team that sucks. That's what happens when you have a high draft pick. When you have a high draft pick, you end up getting a really good player. If you don't do nothing with that fucking team, then it don't mean a damn. It don't mean shit. You lose. You're gonna lose
That's what I
them.
said.
We're gonna
My
lose
biggest
Malik
problem-
Neighbors.
My biggest problem with Dave was thinking of staff.
Right.
Like-
He can't pick a staff. He's horrible.
Fucking staff sucks. Like, you know, and you can tell. Like, you know, like, Dave will have come up with some game plan that would have won games if the team that sucks so much. So, because sometimes you just live with it. Like, you know,
Omar, I love you to death, brother, from my heart, bro. I got nothing but mad respect and love for you, but I can't, dude. I can't. I can't hear what Dable can do anymore. I can't. I can't. I'm over what he can do. I'm over it. They beat the Chargers last week because the Chargers didn't know who Jackson Dart was. Plain and simple. They lost to the Saints today because the Saints now actually had video of what Jackson Dart can do.
Yeah, this ain't high school.
111 yards.
It's not high school. Jackson Dart ain't gonna go in there and win a high school game. It ain't as simple as that. Stop the dancing. Stop the prancing around. Stop the partying. Stop this childish bullshit. I don't give a shit how old you are. Grow the fuck up. Learn the system. Do something. But this fumble, interception. I'm not seeing that shit every week. We crucified Eli Manning for throwing interceptions and forcing things. I was getting there. We crucified Daniel Jones. Same thing. Everybody. So don't sit there and tell every quarterback that they're okay. I got them taking a piss.
Now, I'm gonna say this: if you throw an interception because you fight, like you are trying to make something happen, like I felt like today, Dart threw 2 picks, trying to make something out of
Yeah,
it.
he was forcing it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at Dart's point in his career and what he is doing too, I can't jump on Dart for that. I can't jump on Dart for that.
I'm
Now,
not jumping on it either.
like if he would have scrambled and then jumped out of bounds with a 5-yard loss, and you didn't even try to throw the fucking ball, then I'd have been all over him. But he tried. You know what I'm saying? If you give him better weapons, I'm gonna tell you right now, you give Dart, and I'm trying to think of a team that has a fairly good. Give them the Bucks receiving corps. They're not great, but they are effective. Dart will probably be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. The kid is good. It's just one of them things, you know.
Outside of Neighbors, none of these wide receivers would be on the starting team. They would not be starting at all. None of them. So let's start there. Like I said, Jackson Dart, I mean, I'm not going to blame him, but he got to take a piece of it, though. Like, he got to take a small piece of this pie. He has to. I'm not blaming him totally. I think the momentum.
Can you guys hear them?
And this is just me personally. When Darius Slayton dropped the ball one, which was a very catchable ball, that we probably would have scored behind that. And then those 2 plays, the game is a different outcome. Yeah, okay, Scatterbo had the fumble. That's fine. He contributed to. I don't think any of that happens if Darius Slayton takes care of his side on his end. That's
Another thing too I look at with Dart that I'm pleased with. That everybody talking about the line is no better. The line hasn't improved. The line. When he got sacked once,
No.
how many times he got sacked?
The line wasn't bad today, though. I'm not going for it.
The line has played better the last 3 games.
Dart makes decisions that helps the line.
He did, Tyran. You're right, he did.
I agree.
He
That's
absolutely did.
That's something that we didn't get from Jones. He makes decisions that help. Even
Sammy,
when
are
the
you
line
able
is
to come up here
collapsing,
live on the video?
He makes decisions that help the line, and this is what good quarterbacks do. I.e., Joe Burrow's over in Cincinnati. Everybody wondering why Brown sucked, because the line sucks. But Joe Burrow makes decisions that helps the line. So and you don't see it as much when Joe Burrows is in there. That's one of the things I like about Dart. He throws a good ball. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but put a team around this kid, and we got something. And
You want to know how long it's going to take to put a team around that kid? You want to know how long it's going to take? I'll tell you how long it's going to take. You get rid of Dable, you bring in John Gruden, you let him pick his entire fucking coaching staff, and you watch how fast that team turns around.
I like Gruden. I like Gruden though. I like Gruden.
So over here on YouTube,
I like Dable, but I will not argue against any of you guys that says he has to go. Like,
Nah, they gotta go,
at
bro.
that point. Like, I'm at that
Coach
point.
has gotta go. Hold on,
If y'all say
Sam.
he gotta go and he leaves, I'm not gonna be upset at all. Like, cause you know,
Wow.
I things about him that I like, but we ain't winning games. So
You ain't killing shit since VHS tapes, motherfucker.
Yo,
Cowboys fan.
Brian Dable is like 20 games under 500. Like 20 games.
I seen a Halloween decoration the other day that had two skeletons sitting in the chair that said that had a sign. It had a sign up that said "Waiting since
I think the
1996."
Ravens play win the game today.
You see what Tyron said? 12, 39, and 1. That is atrocious, bro. And that's what you want as our coach?
No, I'm not. Listen, it's not coaching alone. Listen, it's not coaching alone. Like, okay, head coach sits down, he comes up with a game plan to help us win. That's not the problem. It's execution of the game plan and its development. Those are two biggest problems right now with us.
That's his job as a head coach, though. He's supposed to oversee that.
Listen, David will come up with the perfect game plan, right? If you're not good enough to execute it consistently, you're not gonna be good. Like, it's almost like it's almost like you asking a coach to build a car engine from rubber. You can't do it. You know, I could sit in the shop all day and say, well, if I take this rubber and I do this and I do that, but you're never going to come up with a car engine.
Well,
because it's rubber. That's what we're dealing with right now.
well, I tell you one thing.
Duran just brought up a good point. He asked who's gotten better under this regime. And honestly, Turan, I can answer that. No one.
You can see.
Nobody. Because development. I said development is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably the biggest problem.
I don't see any
Because
comments.
we see rookies come out and they have a decent rookie year, and then the next year they take a step back. Look at these secondary guys. Bowen is a big problem, but at the same time, you know, you can't say, wow, this guy looks better than he did last year. Like, he's really been working out and working out.
But what I can say is Banks looked great when he played under Wink.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Jesse, who the fuck you talking to, bro?
I don't know about great.
You got the wrong one, faggot.
Great. He was decent. He wasn't great though.
Like, but you talking about
Got the wrong
my
one.
idea of a
Keyboard warrior,
of a
motherfucker.
number one corner is somebody that could press.
Newbin does look bad, drip.
Go man.
So does Masal.
Cover his zones.
Listen, Newbin.
It's not.
looks bad. Phillips.
It's fitting
looks
fine.
bad. Banks.
Your name
looks
is Down
bad.
syndrome. Shut the fuck up.
Phillips ain't that bad. I'm still with Phillips for right now. I know he be having
These
some
motherfuckers
penalties,
be
but
clowning up
I'm
here.
riding with Phillips still.
Yeah.
So, hey, slamming Sammy Joe brought up a couple good points up here. He says, Giants got the hardest schedule of the year. Y'all beat the Chargers, too. Need to use this season to see if Dart can be the future or not. I agree. He also said, I'm excited for the draft. Giants could be in position to take a great offensive lineman in round 1. Might even be able to trade down a little to gain an additional second rounder. I agree.
I agree.
Who's your team, Down Syndrome? His name is Down Syndrome Jesus. What the fuck? He's talking shit.
Dude, that's That's what happens when you open
Like,
up.
you on YouTube?
No, I know, but I'm the type of person that's gonna respond to everybody. I don't give a fuck. But your team is worse. Who's your team? Seriously,
Yeah.
you're the Vikings. All right, well, shut the fuck up. You have no opinion.
Oh, you know they gonna come and trash us.
You can't stop the trolls on YouTube, bro. They go.
Oh, but see, I can answer them all though, Donnie. You know what I'm saying? I have no problems. You know what I'm saying? You want to get petty? I'll be petty. Y'all motherfuckers want to be petty? Giants fans are in purgatory. What was the year we started?
Bowen needs to sit down with that defense.
You're not lying with that though.
Go over what these guys like to do, what makes them comfortable, and come up with a game plan as to the fit these guys. Because it's almost like Bowen is making them play his style. And you know what? I heard somebody say a couple of weeks ago about a good
That's a funny
coordinator.
ass name.
Somebody said something about it, what makes a good coordinator.
The secondary is trash.
They said a great coordinator can take what he has and build a game plan around what's there. And I don't think either one of you guys can do that.
I agree. Just imagine Wink Martindale with what we got right now. Just imagine.
I appreciate your input, brother.
Drip, you are 100% correct. The defense was done once Wink left it. Pretty much, Drip. And I've been saying
Wink Martindale, yeah.
saying that.
Yeah, when Wink Martindale left, it was a wrap. He exposed Brian Daboll.
Nah, I think they got press guys. And then when Wink left and the press left, these guys are not effective because they're not pressing. You gotta get somebody that has a game that can come up with a press scheme. You have a press defense.
Exactly, and that's why Tay Banks are looking like trash because
Who are you following now, Slam?
They got these guys. They playing that prevent zone, which guys don't want to. The guys.
People are mad at me because I said. Chino says people are mad at me because I said we not going to playoffs. I mean, come on. Let's be realistic here.
They're not going to the playoffs.
No, I could have told you before the season the expectation is not playoffs.
They're
It's
never going. Listen, they're going to do. Listen, two things in life you can take to the bank. The Giants aren't going to go to any playoffs as long as Daboll's still the coach, and the Yankees will never win a World Series as long as Boone is the manager.
Okay.
Period. End of finished.
God damn it!
Go win this year.
You just made my eye twitch, motherfucker.
Oh, it's the truth. It's the
Okay,
truth.
but I mean, the Yankees are in the playoffs right now. You gotta make my eye twitch right now.
Win the World Series.
God damn, you gonna make me start taking shots and
I'm gonna tell you
shit.
something else, Mike. I know you don't want to hear it. They ain't getting past Toronto, brother. They ain't getting past Toronto, brother. You could give me the 30.
Oh, nah, I know. I was joking.
Next week you're gonna say to me, motherfucker, you were right. And you know
I
what I'm
was
gonna
joking.
say? Told you so. They're not getting past Toronto. Not happening, dude.
Nah.
Not happening. Toronto's got their number. Toronto knows how to make their pitches work. Nope. I'm sorry, not beat Toronto. But that's another page.
I mean, the only real consistent pitcher that the Yankees got is Freed.
Is who?
Outside of that, what's his name?
Well, Cole is out and fucking Weaver. I don't know what the hell happened to Weaver. I don't know what's going on in his head.
What's it, Fried? I don't know.
Yep, you're right, Tyron. Toronto has the bats. They're hitting clutch.
They got the
Yeah, but see, look, stop. Laurie, stop. Let's be real. No, stop. Seriously. Because, honestly, if the power hitters started hitting, the game would change.
Right.
But that's the life of a power hitter in general. And that's what the Yankees go by. They live and die by the home run.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. But make no mistake, they have found another starting pitcher in their lineup now with that damn rookie after that last game against the Red Sox. And so look, they may not do anything this year. Schlittler, yeah.
Schlittler.
My wife was like, Shitler. I was like, no, it's Schlittler.
Schlittler.
And so you bring Cole back, You bring Cole back. You got Max Fried. Rodon look. Rodon's not bad, but the problem is he's a wild card. So when he's on his shit, he's on his shit. But if he gives up a home run, then it's in his head and it's over. You can forget it. That's the bad thing about Rodon. Now you bring Littler and that guy, and you got a good rotation. You got a really good damn rotation. Now you got to figure out how your relievers are gonna fit in. Because I'm telling you right now, we're not even in the fucking Yankees. I'm going over to Yankees and shit.
I know, Mike. Stay focused.
I'm sorry. There's so much shit I could rip them motherfuckers apart too, but I'm not gonna do that here. Giants and Commanders are my favorite of the NFC East. Screw the Birds and
I told
Cowgirls.
you that was going to happen, Donnie.
Oh yeah, what's the name ain't playing either? The wide receiver, what's his name?
Yeah, McLaurin, Scary Terry.
Fucking bro, the Eagles are going to come in and just crush the Giants.
The Eagles are gonna crush the Giants for sure.
We're gonna beat the Eagles. That's the thing y'all missing. We get up for the Eagles and somehow figure out a way to win.
Oh my fucking god, yo! And it's the end of the third, and the Yankees are losing 5-0 right now.
People say I told you so.
So Nico, let me ask you this. And matter of fact, I'm gonna ask all y'all. If the Eagles come in there and they beat us 55-50, they will get fired Thursday night?
No. They're going to keep until the end of the year.
They ain't getting fired this year.
Not
Not
going to get fired.
Slamming Sammy Joe says Commanders' new ownership really turned that team around.
They got 2 years
Sell the
because
team.
of the ownership forcing them to sign Daniel Jones.
What?
I said, well, ownership forced them to sign Daniel Jones. So now they got an extra year.
Well, here's the deal. What bothers me the most is I know Mara and Tish run the team, but you never hear about Tish until the end of the season.
Yep.
Because Tish
And that's what frustrates me.
he don't meddle in football business.
Right.
Well,
Tish is more about the money.
yeah, but sometimes you
Yeah.
have to open your mouth as an owner.
He's like a stock. He's like one of those stockholders.
He's his father.
Right, but sometimes you have to. No, he's not his father. He'll never be even remotely close to Wellington. Not even close.
He is, though. That's the thing. Like, you know, he thinks he's Wellington. Like, so he's
How?
He's into football business.
Who?
Like, you see, kind of, they say you don't really hear too much about him. Like,
Who?
I mean, we still suck, but.
Who are you talking about?
Mara.
Mara thinks he's his father?
Like, you know how Wellington, you know, could kind of give his input on football decisions, and you know they was.
No, I know what he's saying, Mike. I know what he's saying.
What is
I
he
know what
saying?
I know exactly what he's saying.
Explain.
Yeah.
He's trying. Wellington Mara would speak. 9 times out of 10, people would listen. We're gonna do this. We shouldn't do this. Let's try this. Okay, you got it. John Mara
Don't know nothing about football.
doesn't say a fucking word. He lets the coaches run, and I get it. But there comes a time you can't let.
Yeah.
Last year, hold on. Last year, end of the season, okay? Mara's exit press conference. I'll never forget it. They asked him about his patience. I'm not going to have too much more patience if we keep losing. They talked about coaching staff. A reporter clearly asked him, you know, we saw a lot of mistakes by the defense this year. Gave up too many big plays. You can YouTube this. This is on YouTube. Right hand to God.
Okay, I'm
Mara
waiting.
turned around and said, yeah, we've discussed it, but I'm going to leave that up to my coach to make that decision. Right there, that told me you failed as an owner. You failed as an owner. You don't leave nothing up to your coaches. You are the fucking owner. You step up and you own when you have to own. You want to trust your coaches? Hey, go ahead, man. Field's yours, team's yours, do your thing. But if I see shit ain't going the way it's supposed to go, guess what? I'm going to put my own hat on, and I'm going to own. And that's the problem with Mara. He doesn't know when to put the owner hat on and make the executive decision, the big decision.
But even if
Too much in his
They
coaching
tried that
staff.
though,
here's
slamming.
the problem
They
with
tried,
Mara.
and
Even if
it
he
didn't
makes
work
a
out.
decision, he doesn't have a football mind to bring in the right group of people or the right person that can bring in the right group of people. Like, listen, if I'm Mara and I'm forced to make a decision, you know who I'm going to? I'm going to Gruden or one of those guys and say, look, I need you to come in
All right,
and rebuild this team.
Omar.
I'm gonna give you
Omar.
keys to the car. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you something. All right, you keep
What up?
saying Gruden. Gruden didn't do too well with the Raiders.
No.
All right,
Gruden
wait.
was saying what I'm saying.
Wait.
Go ahead.
What are
Gruden.
you talking about? He took him to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
what did they do? And what happened to him? Where's Gruden now? Why is he not coaching a team right now? Why isn't he?
Okay.
Honestly, I think it's Gruden's choice.
No. Why is Gruden not why is he not coaching a team right now?
I think he's choosing not to coach. Honestly.
You know he loves Jackson Dart, right, Mikey? You know he gushes over Jackson Dart.
He gushes over anybody that makes big plays. It doesn't matter. It's a commentator. It's his commentator in them.
What I'm saying is, this is the problem. The Giants historically keep hiring these offensive coordinators, when other teams go out and hire proven head coaches, and it works for them, but not the Giants. Okay? Sherman didn't work out.
No, we couldn't, Daniel.
Okay,
It's
Judge
sad.
definitely didn't work out. Okay, McAdoo didn't work out. Now you got Brian Dable, another offensive coordinator. It's not working. They need a real coach. They need a proven coach.
No, what I'm saying, listen,
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Mara, he probably grew up around football, but doesn't have that football mind to know who to pick.
I know,
GM
Sammy.
and all this stuff. So what do?
They brought him back for a
hire
little
VP
stint,
of
and then he was
operations
head coach for a little
with a
bit.
successful track record, you know what I'm saying, that can bring in a general manager and a head coach that could turn things around.
That's too much though, Omar. Omar.
They got Brandon Bean.
But
You get rid of Schoen and let Brandon Bean be the GM. He came from the Eagles. I'm sure that dude knows about a winning culture.
But here's the problem, Omar. You make it seem like it's a quick plug and play. It doesn't work like that. It's not, because you take people out that's in power, and you plug another person in. They want to implement their own little system and their own little thing, and that's the problem. We seen that shit. Look, we all hated Jerry Reese. He was a piece of shit, and he was the one that used Tom Coughlin as a scapegoat. And ever since that whole scenario happened, the Giants have not been the same since Tom Coughlin has left this damn team. So since then, after that had happened, each GM clears the slate. He comes in, he's like that. Everybody that GM got, I want off this team. I want my own players. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so you failed, motherfucker. So you're fired. So the next GM comes in and he's like, I don't want his players. I want my players. So this is where we're at right now. That's the problem with the Giants right now. It doesn't matter what the GM has. Because the GM hires somebody and it's the same old shit. Because right now, honestly, the Giants should fire their coach and their fucking GM right now. And they should start with a brand new team, but they won't. And that's the problem, because it's a scapegoat scenario. It's going to be another Jerry Reese situation.
All right, so let me ask you this question, Mike.
All right.
They fired the coach and they fired the GM, right?
Yep.
Who goes about the search and picking the right GM?
The owner.
That's what I'm saying. His mind is not football enough to pick the right GM.
That's why you hired Brandon Bean.
So that's what I'm saying is, listen, you get a VP of operations or somebody like that with a football mind and say, go find me a GM. And you and that GM find me a coach that's going to come to this team and turn it around. Because Mara, from Gettleman on down, Mara has been involved in that whole process, which hasn't worked. Mind you, Mara wasn't part of the Coughlin and the, what was it? Not George Young. Was it George Young right before Reese?
No, Mara brought George Young in. Absolutely. Mara brought him in twice.
Wellington brought Young in.
First time.
When Tom Coughlin got ran off, the toughness and discipline
brought in
left absolutely
Gettleman
tiring.
and everybody on down.
Mara brought in, what's his name? No, to draft Eli Manning. That's why they brought him in, to draft Eli Manning.
Wellington was still alive when they drafted Eli Manning.
Right, but he brought in, who was that GM he brought in?
He brought in, it was Young, right?
Yeah, no, Young guy.
No, not Young. George Young with the 80s.
Yeah, the other guy. No,
But
you're talking
about. And he retired. And
Ernie Accorsi.
Accorsi, yeah.
He brought him in, and Accorsi said, I'm not going to be a GM, but I'll help you for the draft. That's what Accorsi told him. Because Accorsi has hands of fucking gold. That guy knew football.
Yeah.
He said,
You're not gonna get that, Tyrant. That's a problem.
What I'm saying is you gotta bring somebody in between the owner and the GM to hire the GM. You can't let Mara hire a GM. He sucks at it. He gave us Gettleman.
Okay, but here's the problem. Here's the major look. Here's where I'm gonna throw acid over the vulnerable bridge here. Yes, everybody knows what you have to do. But when it comes down to it and you fire that coach, you got to look at what you have to pick from. Because these motherfuckers that you got to pick from, they were fired for a reason too.
Yeah.
So then from there, it's like, who do you pick from? Who's the lesser of the two? Who's the lesser of the evils? Well,
that's why everybody keeps trying that golden boy coordinator who calling up plays.
That's why the offensive line will never be fixed. Because it's a trial and error situation. Same thing with the GM. Same thing with the head coach. The problem with the Giants is we have a GM and a head coach searching problem. We can't get them both right. When we get one of them right, we'll get the other one right. But we can't get both of them right yet. And that's the problem. We can't get the GM right because the GM right now is in scramble mode. He's got the roster that we have right now to save his job. Daboll is coaching to save his job. That's why he's throwing in Jackson Dart. He thinks Jackson Dart's going to save his job.
well, obviously it's not happening.
Jackson Dart's not going to save his job.
No, it's not. But what's going to happen at the end of the year is John Mara ain't going to fire both of them like he should. He's going to fire the head coach. And then the following year, he'll fire Joe Shane. That's the problem with the Giants. They're a step behind.
He's not going to fire Shane over Dable, Mikey. You're wrong. He'll fire Dable first. Not going to fire Shane.
That's what I just said. I said he'll fire the coach first, and then the following year, he'll fire the fucking GM. That's what I just said.
That makes the GM look good.
Right, well, unless you get John Gruden, and John Gruden tells him, I got everybody.
Shut
for
up,
every
Jamie.
position."
Who the fuck are you,
I don't
motherfucker?
theory though, and tell me what y'all think about this, right? We've seen so many first-time head coaches and GMs get fired on their first run because they didn't turn things around, right?
Tyrann, I'll tell you why.
All right.
Go ahead.
Listen,
Omar,
right?
go ahead.
So, how about we just give them a little bit more time just to see if they could, figure some things out? Because, I mean, Shane, this year is definitely going to go down as the biggest problem is injuries.
Omar, Shane's a snake oil salesman, dude.
Huh?
Shane's a snake oil salesman. The guy's a car dealer. He's a car dealer with a fancy suit and tie. That's all Shane is, bro. It's it. He's a snake oil salesman, bro. He's a smooth talking, quick talking, tell you what you want to hear kind of a guy, like a fucking.
But
That's
but
what he is, dude.
before we get too far ahead, Tyran says I can't believe we took.
Like, look at this draft, right? I mean, we're probably looking at the start. Like, you know, wait, what we got? No tight ends are starting. The tight end ain't starting. Defensive tackle made a good play today.
Eagles fans suck.
I think this is probably the closest to that 07 draft class that we've had since 07. So what I'm saying is, if this draft class proves to be formidable, okay, let's see what you can do with another draft class. I don't know, man. This shit is fucked up.
See, you can't even make sense of it.
Fucking wine I drink.
But Omar, you're not the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers are one of those lucky teams that can build from the draft and make it work. The Steelers are blessed like that. Always have been.
You know what, too? I'm going to tell y'all that I believe, like, when you look at Green Bay and you look at Pittsburgh and you look at these small-town teams who have had success over the years, I'm pretty sure you don't have their season ticket holders calling the owner, oh, you know, you better do this, or this better happen. Which, I get it. You know, you want your people that's paying the money and helping fund the organization to be happy. But Pittsburgh, they pretty much just,
Clutter, you would expect a lot.
you know, they don't meddle like that and calling the owner, oh, you better do this, you better do that. Because if they have, I'm pretty sure Mike Tomlin would have been fired a long time ago. But they believe in their team and they trust their owner.
And the players love Mike Tomlin.
Huh?
The players love Mike Tomlin. There's a difference.
Well, yeah.
They'll run through a wall for Tomlin.
Here's another thing that goes in that scenario, Omar, is you gotta look at it like this. Is like, all right, I'm gonna use the New York Knicks as an example. I brought this up before. It's all a culture thing. So right now, or back then, the Knicks were nothing but a straight up losing culture. Nobody wanted to go to the Knicks. And if you went to the Knicks, you had to overpay to be on the Knicks. You had to overtrade to be on the Knicks. Well, after a while, after somebody finally got in there that knew what the fuck they were doing, they fixed the team. And they made it to where they fixed the culture. They were winning. When they started winning, players looked and they were like, oh shit, I want to play there. Right now, today, the Knicks is a team that every fucking buddy wants to play for. The Giants are that Knicks team way back that nobody wants to play for. That you have to over trade for to get a player that is worth something. That you gotta sit there and overpay a player to come here. That's the problem. Until we start winning games and showing that our culture has changed, the Giants ain't gonna change shit. And that's the problem. We are I hate to say it, but we're drafting right. Odell Beckham Jr., Saquon Barkley, Malik Neighbors, we are drafting really well. But the problem is we can't put a team together. When you put dogs there that will sit there and perform for you, and they'll fight tooth and nail for you, and you don't fix your situation, they're out. They want to win a ring. They don't want to stick around for this bullshit. You ain't doing nothing to fix nothing. I hate to say it, but Saquon Barkley stayed around too a lot longer than he should have. I really hate to say that because I have his jersey hanging upstairs.
He didn't go past his rookie contract.
I'm just saying, like Odell Beckham Jr.'s gone, Saquon Barkley's gone. I'm telling you right now, if we don't fix the way we're doing about things, Malik Neighbors is going to be gone too, and then we're going to be in a situation where we're thinking we need a number one receiver, we need a number one running back, because you sit there and you waste away Scatterboo, and he's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. These players want to win. These are dogs.
Turan just said we should get Deion Sanders,
For what?
head coach.
Why? So he can find a way to get
He can bring some
Shador
close
here?
listen. That Colorado coaching staff is loaded. Their problem is talent on the field.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Sammy.
That Colorado coaching staff is loaded.
Abdul Carter was in my top 5 in the draft of the
Hey, look at
draft.
Pat Shermer.
Number 1,
Yeah,
Doing great with Colorado.
Lambo,
exactly.
And
Cause
kids.
see,
Watts.
and that's the thing, like, you know,
He made the bet look
like
like a rookie.
Dable, I don't know if Dable
Not a
is that
single
known,
person
but he's
is
that
a Nets,
respected, but
Mets,
it's like, you know,
Jets,
you gotta
and
bring
NBC,
guys
but never all 3.
that can help develop.
Scatterboo
Like, you know,
ain't gonna
it
have
doesn't
a
stop
long
at the
career.
draft.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, it's funny because I was saying the same thing. I love Scatterboo. We all love tough ass players that will push the threshold.
He ran hard today, Mike.
He did. And Sammy, Slammin' Slammy Joe says Scatterboo isn't gonna have a long career, and I hate to say it, but it's like I watched this kid play, and I'm like, damn, this kid fucking reminds me of Brandon Jacobs. He does. He does. Listen, no, hold on. I'll tell you why. Because I've watched the entire career of Brandon Jacobs.
Oh,
This
no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No, I'm not slamming Brandon Jacobs at all. Scatterboo slams that middle so fucking hard like Brandon Jacobs did. Brandon Jacobs did that until he got hurt, lost his job to Ahmad Bradshaw, and then he wasn't the same. So yeah. So Sammy has a point. He's not going to have a long career, maybe in the NFL in general, but at the rate he's playing like a young Brandon Jacobs. He's beating the shit out of that middle, and you can't tackle this guy. He's ridiculous, but he did get a fumble, so fuck that. So, but at the same time, that is what Brandon Jacobs did, but Brandon Jacobs was much bigger. So, I mean, at the same time.
I think Scatterboo's career probably will go a little longer because Breakups was 6'4".
Giants suck. Nick, who's your team?
His legs is right there. Like when they when they're tackling Scatterboo.
Really, Tyran.
If you ever noticed when Scatterboo gets to the point of contact, he ends up on the ground like 2 to 3 yards later. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. He extends the play.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Brandon Jacobs extended play when he hit that middle. Pow! He would make people like shake their head like, damn.
Unfortunately, we're not going to see any winning around here for quite some time. And I believe it's the coaching staff. And I'm going to say it again. Until they get a proven head coach, and he surrounds himself with more proven coaches, this is what we can expect. This is what we're going to expect, let's be honest.
Players will come play for Dion.
We can sit here, Omar and Mike, and we can go through what if, or maybe, well, how about it, what we should do. It don't mean a hill of beans until you remove Kafka, Bowen, Shane, and Dable. All 4 of them. It don't mean, even if you keep Shane, in the event you do, because I'm going to tell you, Shane did good with the draft this year. Chances are they're going to keep him just based on his draft. You have to get rid of these coaches. It's time for the New York Giant management to stop hiring a guy who knows a guy because he played with a guy and start bringing in the guy, the man. Yeah. Gruden, let me tell you something. You don't think the Dolphins are going to make a play for Gruden when this is all said and done? You don't think the Saints are going to look to jump all over him when this is all said and done? You don't think these teams are drooling at the mouth to get this guy, your last true proven Super Bowl coach?
See, look, no, I'm not thinking anything like that. I'm thinking, like, look, when you're at the bottom of the barrel and your team sucks ass and you're at the bottom of the barrel, you're going to take any coach that has a decency to win any games at all whatsoever. That's the problem, though. That's where we're at right now.
We're at Mike, a guy who's 12 and 39. That's where we're at. And management is okay with it. And ownership is okay with it.
But isn't there's a team out there that's worse than us, though, that's going to want him more.
Mike, you know what? It's not about what another team does. It's the same thing. It's like with baseball. These we have some of our fans on the Yankee page are dumb as a bag of fucking hammers. Well, pitching ERA is down all across the league. I don't give a good dog's dick what the ERA for the Cincinnati Reds is, what the ERA for the fucking Toronto Blue Jays is, or what the ERA for the Nationals are. It's about the Yankees and what the Yankees do and the product they put out
What
on
happened?
the field.
What?
Yeah, you gotta. I think it starts at the
top.
We're talking about ownership, which
Starts at the
ownership.
top, Mike. Say what
Ownership
you
ain't
want
going
about
over
Jerry
there.
Jones. Say what you want about Jerry Jones. Say whatever
Look,
the hell you want about Jerry Jones.
I
If
think-
Jerry Jones says no, it's no. If
Uh,
Jerry Jones says yes, it's yes.
I'm going to say it right now. I think that when John Mara found out he had cancer, that's when he put some of the ownership out there to place a bid. And that's why you had people like Floyd Mayweather and Eli Manning, and then Eli Manning backed out. It was too rich for me. I think they're trying to figure out how to sell the portion of John Mara, which is I feel bad. I feel really bad. Hell, maybe it might be Tish selling his portion. I doubt it, but
They don't have kids. They don't have sons or daughters. Like I mean, we say that.
They got some of the largest grandchildren. Dude, they're married to the Steelers. The Maras and Rooney's a family.
So bring the Rooney's
There's
on.
like 27 different grandkids with that family.
Bring the Rooney's on.
I got one more spot up here, and if anybody wants to come up,
Jamar Chase, yo.
Chino's
this
talking.
kid, man.
Let's try to bring Chino up here.
People talking about somebody kind of getting wasted. Jamar Chase is going to get wasted in Cincinnati.
Blue Jays just hit a grand slam.
Yo, Clifton, are you in Cactus?
What?
What?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
Hello. I don't think so. Hello.
Welcome.
Like crazy, man.
I got Malachi sticking his face stuck on my screen here. I'm looking at Malachi. And I can't, I haven't seen anybody but you and Malachi, bro. That's it.
You can't see Omar?
I don't see Malachi. I got Malachi looking at me, smiling. Like
All right, go ahead and leave and come back in. How y'all feel about Spags for head coach? That's funny, Tyran, because somebody up here on YouTube said the same thing, and I don't think he's leaving Kansas City. I just don't. Spags, he's not gonna leave a good thing.
He's not leaving Kansas City.
I don't think Spags care to be a head coach anymore.
Spags wasn't a good head coach for the Rams.
There you go.
He was. You said he was a good head coach?
He was not a good head coach for the Rams. Spags is only a really good defensive coordinator. He's the best defensive coordinator we've ever had.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's interested in doing the head coach thing again.
No. And the Giants did him dirty anyway.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Dirty.
He wouldn't come
And that
back
wasn't
to
even
Giants.
his fault.
They didn't give him a legit shot at being a head coach.
Hey,
But even then, when they made him interim head coach, and they picked a new head coach, you could have put him back at defensive coordinator. Instead, it was like, that was fucked up.
Yeah, they let him go. They didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? That's what I respect about Dallas's owner. If he feel like he has this guy
What?
as defensive coordinator, the coach can't even fire him. Or like, no, he's not defensive coordinator. You're the head coach, and this guy's gonna be the offensive coordinator. Y'all gotta figure out how to make it work. You know,
What?
and this is what I want.
What?
And, you know, sometimes you gotta put your foot down like that.
What? What is it?
You know, Mara,
Are you shitting me?
Start at the
You're shitting me.
president of football operations.
Nah, but when y'all were talking before about Mara's family being loaded, I was writing at the same time about Mara's granddaughter, and she's loaded too. She's a star actor right now. I forgot her name exactly, but she's like one of them big names. She was just on that reboot of, not the newest Fantastic Four, the one before that one. The one that didn't work out.
Tyran said Brian Flores.
What about him?
It's ass and get him. I think he'll make a good head
No,
coach.
look. I'm not gonna discount the guy. Brian Flores is a really good defensive coordinator, but it's not gonna happen.
He's a phenomenal defensive coordinator.
It won't happen.
We need a head coach.
Listen, you gotta suck
Already
up.
a head
Listen.
coach. We need to
Sometimes
stop
you gotta say,
getting
hey,
offensive
look,
coordinator.
man.
After that racist, Jesus Christ, Mike. That racial situation, and then we got sued over that situation with that interview. Yeah, he ain't gonna step foot in a Giants facility ever.
Man, you never know. Money talks, yo.
And no, it does not. When it comes to reputation, no, it does not. I'm sorry.
Listen, you still no. So you get an extra. Do you ever get paid for that?
Look it up. But would you do it? Would you do it? Like, no bullshit. Let me, hold on. Time out. Time out, flag on the play, all that shit. Omar, first of all, you're black. So let me say this. If you are sitting there waiting for an interview for a coaching position with the Giants, and they interviewed somebody and took him right away, and you put a racial lawsuit in there against that team because they never gave you a fair shot, you're gonna tell me that you would still look at that team and that money talks? You're a damn lie.
You'll destroy your dignity if you do some stuff like that.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you.
You're gonna go back to
And Omar, with all due respect, there is no way on God's green earth you're going to tell me you would take Brian Flores over John Gruden.
No. But like, okay. Now, if I was Brian Flores, let's say Giants ownership or whoever came to me and say, look, you know, we really fucked up. Shane, we hired Shane. Shane had his guy. Yeah, we did this or whatever. But look, this is what we want to offer you, right? Now, whatever the settlement was,
He's
I
making
got
my
that
eye
million.
jump.
Now I'm gonna get the millions that you're gonna pay me.
Omar, you reaching, man.
No, you are reaching.
It's your dignity
No.
at that point, dude. Like, it's your dignity.
No,
that means
it's
everybody
all.
got a price. You saying everybody got a price.
Look,
It's-
all right, hold on.
It's all hypothetical.
disrespect.
Time out. All right, look. Let's be realistic here. All right, no matter where you're gonna sign, if your name is Brian Flores, you're gonna get paid millions of dollars. It doesn't matter what team you sign with, you're getting paid millions of dollars.
Right. Exactly.
The four of us aren't getting paid anywhere close to that at all whatsoever. So it's real easy for one of us up here on this video to say that we would sit there and just be like, oh yeah, whatever, fuck it. As long as I'm getting paid millions of dollars, it's real easy to say that. But no. When you're guaranteed to get millions of dollars to any team, then yeah, you're going to be selective with things. Then you have options. In your head, you got options.
Now, let me tell you the type of person I am, right? Okay, whatever happened. That was more of Shane wanting his guy, and that happened, right?
Nope.
Now, all this shit done fell apart. And you got to come back to me with it. You got to come back to me and basically say, yo, we fucked up big time. To the point, like, we want to hire you as head coach. Man, that would be so so satisfying. Like it'd be a real satisfying thing.
It would never
I get
happen.
what y'all saying about the lawsuit and all that, but yo, y'all screwed me and got fucked up, and y'all gotta turn around and come back to me.
So let me tell you
Tuck
something.
your tail between your, and then you're saying you tuck your tail between your legs, and you go back to them.
No, hell no, I ain't tucking my tail.
You are though. You are. You know what? No. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you're tucking your tail. No. Hold on. Omar. I'll tell you why you're tucking your tail.
No.
And then you can tell me, hold on. I'll tell you why, and then you can tell me I'm wrong.
Okay.
All right? I'm telling you you're tucking your tail because you're settling. Because there's a team out there that's going to pay you more than what the Giants are going to pay you right now.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying I'll take less to go back to the Giants, but let's say the Giants say,
You'd have to.
We fucked up. We'll pay you. Listen, here's a blank check. Like, you know, I get that satisfaction.
But Omar,
No, listen, stipulations and all that plays a factor in it. You can't come back to me now with less money than what you're gonna pay somebody else or whatever to say we fucked up. Then I'm like, well, okay, keep fucking up.
But Omar, that, and I'm gonna just take a chance and say it. And Turan posted it too, so that's like a huge double back. I mean, you know, and then let's just say he comes, okay? And I'm gonna play devil's advocate here with you, okay? Let's play devil's advocate. He comes back. The team wins 5 games 1 year, 6 games the second year, 2 games 1 year, and for his 4th year, 2 games. Now you look to move on from him. Don't you think that would cause a bigger problem in Flores' mind, where he might think, well, they're getting rid of me again. Here it goes again. Look, I think the point, Omar. I do. Listen.
We got to be real with ourselves sometimes, though.
I'll be right
if
back.
If I'm in 2-4-2 in 4 games and they get rid of me and I'm going to say, oh, because I'm black, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but Omar, unfortunately...
I want 10 games in 4 seasons. How do, like, that right there, if we're going to be honest, that right there is the whole victimization that people play. I won 10 games in 4 years.
But the team never gave you a fair shot, though. Then they never gave you a fair shot. Why would you give him a fair shot at all? That's what I'm saying.
Omar, you already came in behind the 8 ball, as they say, bro. You were already behind the 8 ball the minute you came in.
No, what I'm saying is this. Okay, let's say, what was Carolina signed the college coach to a record can't coaching deal, right? So let's say the Giants, if I'm Flores, and the Giants come to me with that, a deal bigger than that one, right? You're talking about $15, $20 million a year, right? Now, you not only are you offering me $15 or $20 million a year, you admitting that you fucked up because you're coming back to me. That's satisfaction in itself.
No, you have to be the worst team in the league to be able to get that. Because I'm telling you, the worst team in the league will pay you whatever you want.
Hold on, Mikey. Let me see if I can.
I'll be right back.
All right, Omar. Let me see if I can maybe explain it a different way.
No, I get what
I know what you're saying, Omar. I hear you, brother, from loud and clear. But I'm
like, if they come to me like, we'll pay you $5 million a deal, I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. Go find somebody else. But if you talk about a record contract,
right? But
you have to apologize.
Right, but what I'm saying, Omar, is there are coaches that excel at one position and really aren't good head coaches. Flores sucked as a coach with the Dolphins, but Flores is arguably top 5 as a DC. I'll even take it. Hold on. I'll even take it back further. Romeo Crennel, Giants assistant, great defensive coordinator, horrible with Cleveland. Steve Spagnuolo couldn't coach the Rams, great defensive coach. Certain coaches are better fielded in the position they were tailored for.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. No, I agree with that.
We need to stop getting offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators and get ourselves a head coach. Because our last couple of head coaches have been either an offensive coordinator or defensive
You need a coach that knows how to coach, and you need a coach that knows how to pick a staff. These guys disagree with me, but I think Dave will good coach. But his offensive coordinator can't call plays. So either he's pulling double duty, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly, and I'm gonna, if you gun to my head right now, he's pulling double duty, Dave.
Oh yeah, he's pulling. You can tell.
There is no doubt in my mind. This guy is not only head coaching, but calling the offensive plays.
You can see it. You can literally see it. Like if you watch the game, you can literally see it.
He might start now, but you know, okay. Last year we lost out on the number 1 pick because Dable started calling the plays. We won games that Dable called. Like when Dable called the plays, we won games. If you go back and they record Dable's record when he's calling the plays, I bet you Dable has a winning record. I bet you. He's a great coordinator. I watched this guy call a game.
Is he really a great coordinator?
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why.
What makes you say that, brother?
I watched this guy call that game against New England. They did, and in the playoffs against Tom Brady was still there. They played that playoff game against New England. We're talking about the great Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Buffalo only punted once the whole game. That's a coordinator.
Oh no, he was good.
But look at the quarterback you had, bro.
Yeah.
You got Brady, you got the best, you got the GOAT. He was coaching the GOAT, of course. Bro, Dable looked good when he had Josh Allen.
But
listen, Dable didn't make Josh Allen look good, Omar. It was the other way around.
Everybody was calling Josh Allen a bust until Dable joined that.
Slamming Sammy Joe says Jets might be 0-5, but they're playing better, have close games against better teams. That's true.
Dude, we got a balance today by a team that should never have beaten us.
Listen,
Coaching.
Daniel Jones was able to pick the team that he wanted to. He saw that the coach had a
He had no
receiver,
choice.
a good line, and a good running back.
Right.
And said,
And Jones is in consideration for MVP.
I'll go there. But
Nobody thought we'd ever hear.
Dable doesn't have even a top 10 line. He no longer has a top 5 running back. And he just lost his number 1 receiver.
Because the coaching is bad. Some guys are better suited. Look at me. Ben McAdoo, and you can all go back and look at it right now. He was the OC on the Eli Manning's last year. Take a look at what Eli Manning's numbers were. They were fucking amazing. Under him as a head coach, as an OC.
Yep. And you know what Giants fans did? They crucified Eli Manning.
Oh, that's why I kept saying it from day one. The moment we lose Eli, we're screwed.
Right, and I'm saying it.
But they wanted to blame the quarterback. That's all they wanted to do.
Decisions that they're in. Not everybody can come as a head coach.
I always told people.
No, I agree with you, Steve. I agree with that. I definitely agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, like anybody looks bad when they don't have the support around them.
Right, but if you're this, Omar, let me ask you an honest question.
Sammy, can you hear them clear?
You take Daniel Jones, you go to the playoffs that 1 year. 5 interceptions the whole season. Everyone started to think maybe Jones has turned the corner. We all did. Great season, playoff run, Barkley and him, they look phenomenal. Everyone fucking thought it. I don't want to hear nobody thought it. Okay? 24 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. You couldn't ask for anything more. What happened the years following? Why did Jones suck? Because the coaching. Dable is not, listen to me, 12, 13 coaches under this guy. Not one panned out. He's going to ruin Jackson Dart. Don't get this twisted. He's going to ruin this kid. This is the worst thing he did to start him. I wouldn't care if the Giants had 1 win all season. I'd rather go with Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston than putting this kid out on the field. He is going to get killed next week against the Eagles. Absolutely killed.
Thursday.
Yesterday just lost this game to Denver.
Thursday.
He is going, and in Eagles, and in home? Nah, dude.
Thursday at that.
I wasn't a
Yes,
fan.
Thursday night.
The biggest thing is gonna be the offense that
Certain coaches are suited to stay in the positions they're gifted in.
The way I was watching this season from the beginning, I had preferred to see Jackson Carter coming at the end of the season, not now. Because he's going to get killed for the rest of the year.
Well, if that's the case, we're gonna have to draft another quarterback.
It's not so much with the schedule. They don't have a bona fide wide receiver.
And now even worse, because you heard, right? Slade's got a hamstring injury too, so we don't even know how long he's going to be
we
out for
just
that.
lost the number one
They need
and
to
the
trade Hyatt. You know what? I would package Hyatt and Robinson. Package them. Package them.
Hyatt's not going to be worth much if you notice.
hold on, see, and you know what? Matter of fact, when I was trying to get on with y'all, when I was trying to get on with y'all earlier, I thought about what y'all was saying about getting a number one receiver. At this point, wow. And I say that why because we're not going to the playoffs. We're not going to make a Super Bowl run.
No,
So you're gonna take picks
it's
for
not
the
about
number one
that.
receiver to what? Have a respectable.
No, see, look,
It's not so much
Omar.
that, Omar, you want to get a guy that can get the ball, get to the marker, and get the big first down. Again, Nelson Aguilar is out there. Why won't you sign him? Why?
Before Odell
Came
Beckham
from a
Jr.
winning team. He knows how to get first downs. Aguilar was a thorn in the Giants' side for years, just like the Giants when they had Cole Beasley.
Before the Giants got Odell Beckham Jr., they couldn't find a wide receiver that can get separation at all. Odell Beckham Jr. came onto the team. We had to wait, and then he finally got up there and he produced. He showed that he can get open. That's the problem. That's what you need. You need a number one wide receiver that can gain separation. If you got that elite, if you got that guy that can gain separation, then you open up a whole plate.
You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm on the bring Beckham back.
I'll say bring Beckham back.
Bring it back, yeah.
But you don't give up draft pick for a wide receiver for this season. Like no. You can bring in a free agent.
You don't have
I'm
to.
all for that.
Odell Beckham Jr. ain't signed to nobody. But that's the point. The point I'm trying to make though is you draft because you can't look. We went through the gauntlet of over signing and over trading for wide receivers before Odell Beckham Jr. And then it didn't work. It didn't work. They went to the Eagles and all this other shit like that. We had all the Steve Smiths and all the Mario Manninghams and all these other fucking motherfuckers that went all over the place. They wanted too much money. We got Odell Beckham Jr. that can gain separation, that opened up the play charts. We tried with Randall. What's his Reuben Randall. We tried Randall. We tried all these motherfuckers that we tried drafting. We finally got Odell Beckham Jr. The problem is, if you don't have a general manager that can build a team after you get a piece, then you get nowhere.
It's useless.
What's the name came in at a unique time?
Look at the player the only player that I've seen that we traded for was Mexico that worked out in the beginning.
But see, here's the thing too.
And the Eagles are going to be out for blood after losing.
Here's another thing that happened with
And they
Beckham.
lost at home too.
Yep.
That I think that we all forget with Beckham. When Beckham got injured, he was out there during that season.
And then they went after Kenny Galladay. How's that work out?
No, but look,
That was a joke.
they wasn't even patient enough to wait for the guy to get healthy, and they benched Eli. And then they came in with Daniel Jones.
Because they didn't want to be wrong with their pick. They were instantly look. Gettleman wanted to be right. He wanted he wanted Daniel Jones to be the one pick. He wanted his draft pick to not be wrong. He benched Eli thinking it was going to be a Kurt Warner, Eli coming in situation. It didn't happen.
Yeah. But
Simple as that.
Yeah, but the problem was Jones got drafted way too early too in the first round. He should have never been drafted in the first round.
But we were desperate. You got a desperate team looking for desperate things. That's the problem with us right now. We're the Browns.
We shouldn't have been desperate because we still had Eli.
I know. Here's the thing.
The Giants fan base was crucifying Eli Manning.
Eli should have never came back. I'm going to say it. Eli should have left after Coughlin left.
Yes.
He never came back.
Yeah, Omar, you've been in this group for a long ass time. The Giants fans base was crucifying and killing Eli Manning, blaming every single thing on Eli Manning's the reason why we're losing. Eli left, and now it's not. Now we want to bring in Nassib. We want to bring in Locke. We want to bring in everybody that we draft and say they're the one. That's the problem.
All these guys we grabbed, all these 12 and 13 quarterbacks, not one.
Yeah, and every one of them, the fan base was like, "That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one." Like, no, they could play like shit, and they were like, "Oh no, give him time. Give him time." We gave fucking Daniel Jones 10 years here. It don't fucking matter. He didn't work in our system. He can't make it in New York. He's not New York material. Daniel Jones, I don't care what he's doing in Indianapolis right now. He's not New York material. He can't make it in New York. He's not going to make it in New York.
Right.
Simple as that.
You're overlooking the fact that it's the bad head coaching.
Bad head coaching or not, he can't take the pressure of New York.
Yeah, he can't take it. Yeah. He's more
Can't.
relaxed in Indianapolis now. He's way more relaxed in Indianapolis.
I think,
And then he was a problem. When Eli was starting to get older, I kept saying the same thing, and mad fans were hating me for it.
But Indiana's a football team. Indiana's a football team. They got the Hoosiers and the Colts. They don't have a baseball team. They don't have a hockey team. And they got the Pacers. They're a three-sport team. And they bleed more for the Hoosiers than they do for any other fucking team they root for.
yeah.
They're a Hoosier team. That's what they are. They're Hoosiers.
Sammy says,
It's New York, man.
Sammy says, oh, take it from.
Everybody's not built to play in New York.
Sammy says Chiefs will be losing a lot of wide receivers in the offseason. Should get them fairly cheap. They won't be number one guys, but they should be better than what the Giants have now. Hollywood Brown, for example, is like 30, but a 2-year deal with him being the wide receiver 2 or 3 will be an improvement. Juju is 28 and a solid wide receiver in the slot. Both of their contracts are up.
Terrain just said if we had Joe Judge, the team would be better.
That's a damn lie. Joe Judge was one of those coordinators that was trying to prove himself.
I'm sorry I had to put you out on blast like that, son, but God.
That's for the game. Joe Judge was never a coordinator.
Like, not for nothing, Juju Smith is like, yeah, nah. He's good to have him, but to be a number 2 or number 3 right now, yeah, nah. That man's past that already. You need to get a wide receiver in the draft, or hopefully a good wide receiver in free agency to help Neighbors out. Because from the moment we started throwing to Neighbors, from last year, I said this man's going to get hurt the way they were throwing at him, because that's all they were throwing to.
And force.
And the way they were throwing to him.
Because
he was jumping up to make catches just in general.
Because the wide receivers can't get separation. That's the problem with the Giants.
And here we are for 11 out of 13 years. The season's over before Halloween again. Here we go again.
Tyran. I'm trying to bring you up, Tyran.
This is Groundhog Day, bro.
For Jalen Hyatt.
Even if you get a fifth, get anybody.
Drip, I'm going to try to bring you up.
He's useless. That's why when Odell gave him his number, I was like, okay, maybe the first year. But after that man disappeared.
Giants fans, I got one more slot open. Anybody wants to come up?
But he only 3 that are on.
Disappeared. And he's been gone ever since. Look at the preseason. Nowhere to be found. And when they finally threw it to him, he kept dropping the ball. He made one great play in the preseason, and everybody's like, oh, he's back. I'm like, what happened to the other 5 drops he made prior to that catch?
I know.
You can't depend on one catch. You make one spectacular catch in preseason against second string and third strings, and automatically everybody's like, oh, he's back, he's back. No, he's not.
Sammy says if Tyquan Thornton doesn't get extended, then he's the big one to get. Only 25, and he's got wheels.
If you got speed, hey, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like you guys keep saying, we need separation. You need a wide receiver that can separate.
That's the problem right now. Is
we have nobody that can separate. Neighbors is good, but he's not separating. He didn't separate either.
Slayton is a wide receiver 3 at best. Slayton needs to go.
Slayton Hyatt on any other team would be lucky if they're on a team.
Hyatt's not smart.
Hyatt wouldn't be on a team right now if he wasn't on the Giants.
Yeah, I agree. I can agree with that. I watched his play today, and I watched him, and he would never turn around for the ball. It's like he runs out there just for pass interference.
Yeah, like his plays today, he was like looking for a pass interference. Dude, make him on the ball.
Mara signed Slayton because he panicked after Barkley. That's exactly what that was. That was a panic signing. Oh my God, I'm not going to. We lost Saquon this way. We're not going to lose. We're not going to lose him this way. That's why they gave him all that money. That was a panic signing.
No, Slayton was the security blanket of Daniel Jones because no matter what Daniel Jones threw, Slayton caught it.
That was literally Jones' only receiver.
His only receiver, because no matter what he threw in Slayton's way, it was Slayton Jones, Slayton Jones, Slayton Jones. It was like the whole Eli Manning Plexico Burress thing. It was that guy for that quarterback. That was the guy.
Where I saw it really bad was because TV shows you one thing, but where I saw it really bad, I only live like 10 minutes away from MetLife. So when it was Eli Manning's retirement jersey day, I was like, yeah, I don't care how much it is, I have to go. Me and my wife went to that game against Atlanta. You know how much justice the TV was doing for Jones? Like seeing it live? Because he only looks at Slayton. There was other wide receivers that were wide open.
Beat your ass.
Jones would not throw the ball to anybody else because all he had was Slayton.
Yep.
Your ass.
Mike, what happened?
I don't know what. I don't know if this is a transgender or what. They're like, oh, yo, you're the Chiefs beat your ass. Okay. Do you want a candy bar, bitch? I mean, definitely looks like a transgender. I'm not sure. There's a lot of people on YouTube.
We lost to the Chiefs, okay.
Yeah, okay, we lost to the Chiefs.
We were expecting something different.
This Giants beat the Chiefs' ass. Okay, cool.
And the Chiefs lost to the Eagles.
And
okay?
yeah, they lost to the Eagles. They look like Super Bowl material. Oh yeah. Next. Football Sunday, Therapy Monday, all for all Giants fans. For all Giants fans. Okay, Steve.
This loss out of all the losses has me upset the most because
I wasn't surprised, Dylan.
It's the same. This is the one
Fuck the
game
Giants.
I was like,
Okay, cool. Fuck you, bitch.
It's
Transgender.
going to be this week. And we lose to the Saints. Like, first half, we played good. Towards the end, yeah, we started messing up. But second half, I was like, yeah, this is a completely different team.
I have no.
The entire game changed in the second half. It was like no one took the foot off the gas. I don't know, dude. I'm just here we are again.
I don't know what the coaching staff did, but it's like they said, yeah, we're winning, so we're good. Don't worry, we'll be okay for the second half. And they were like,
Dylan,
yeah,
it was like basically Beckham all over again. Sorry. He was asking me what I was thinking about when like Saquon left the Giants. I mean, look, like I said, it's Odell Beckham Jr. and after a while, Saquon Barkley. And the next one is going to be Malik Neighbors. It's the same thing. You don't sit there and you don't draft dogs and not do anything with the rest of the team.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. If I'm Malik Neighbors, I don't come back next year. I tell him, trade me, get me the fuck out of here.
Neighbors was already upset from day one.
Andy
he was
Reid.
already upset, halfway through the season last year? Players that want to win, they want a team behind them. If you're not helping them at all, what's the point of them being on the team? Why would you want somebody to stay?
Why would
Like,
somebody that
why would
has
they want
elite
to stay?
talent
Sorry,
though?
why would you want them to stay?
That
Why
that's
would they want to
that's
stay?
what I'm saying is why would somebody that has elite talent want to stick around for a team that's not doing anything to improve? Now I don't like fuck Juan Soto and the bullshit with the Yankees and Mets shit, but one thing I agree with Juan Soto when it came to his choice in general and what he wants is he wants to see the team he signs for continue to make adjustments to stay competitive year after year. You have to do that. The Giants, since they drafted Odell Beckham Jr., they didn't do it. They drafted Saquon Barkley. You have a number one wide receiver. You have a number one running back. You didn't do it. So now you lost both of them. You got a number one wide receiver in Malik Neighbors. He tore his ACL. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? You have to do more than just one thing. It's not like, oh, I got a beer, so I'll just wait for my meal for another 2 years.
No, you go out
You
and
can't
make
do
your
that.
meal. You go out and you make your meal. You can't just sit there and wait.
Right.
Oh, I have a
You
start
can't.
later.
Right.
I'm
You
gonna
can't
build a-
stop the
build-
bullshit.
yeah.
Stop the
You wanna
bullshit.
build around him. You want to build around your player, go right ahead. But don't just sit there and get below average players and say, don't worry, you got to start. Like, we got a team for you. Doesn't work that way.
Malachi, go ahead and request to join back in.
I gotta sign out for a minute. Give me about 10 minutes. I should be able to come right back on.
All right.
I love you, brothers.
All right, man.
You can't have below average players. You can't have a star player on your team and say, yeah, we're going to help you and give them below average players. That on any other team
Yep.
are second or third string. Like, you can't do
Drip.
that.
Drip just said Dex is going to want out too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. You sign on after you did your best for a team, and then you sit there and look around the room, and it's like, this is what you got? You ain't doing nothing to improve anything. You're just
That's
settling.
Look at what they did. Don't get me wrong. Our defensive line, I love it. I have no
Yep.
issues with that. But our secondary is straight crap. Why is it straight crap? Because
It has
we
been.
actually improved.
But the
We got
secondary
one
for the
player,
Giants has
Debo,
been
and
shit
that wasn't
since
even a big
Prince
thing.
Amukamara. And since then, Corey Webster and so on and so on. It's always been kind of suspect. It has never been perfect. But damn, it's the worst now. And then when you had Justin Tuck, OCU Manura, you had Jason Pierre-Paul all retire and they played their careers out and all that stuff. You have no pass rush. So when you get Olivier Vernon and all those other guys up there, and you can't get shit, you can't get to the quarterback, you're not doing anything. You're getting one thing at a time. It's like you get that one piece of candy, right? You go trick-or-treating. You get that one. There's one piece of candy in this whole entire bag I can eat. This whole piece of candy. Then it's like, oh, 3 years later, I got another piece of candy. One piece of candy plus 2 pieces of candy. You ain't going nowhere. You're being conservative. You can't build a team being conservative. You can't. You gotta really, as a GM, you seriously gotta watch these fucking games. The Giants fans watch these games with a fine-tooth comb, like they're running it through the hair like there's lice in there. And they can point out every little thing that is wrong with this team. But you, as a general manager, you should be watching these games too. You should be knowledgeable. You should know what the fuck you're doing. You should know that when you're looking down at that field, that, oh, this is a problem. Let me write this down. Like, I wrote some notes, but I write notes every game, and I bring it up here for post-game chat. And I'm telling you right now that as a general manager, that I would have 5 pages of notes filled out saying, this needs to be fixed. This is a problem. I watched this. I'm getting paid millions of dollars, right? So I'm getting paid millions of dollars to fix this team, to make this team win, do what it takes to get this team to win, put the players in place to make this team win, to make things work. If I'm watching there and I'm sitting up there, listen, and if I'm the general manager, I'm not going to sit at home game day. I'm going to be in that box, and I'm going to be looking down, and I'm going to be writing notes, and I'm going to write everything down, and I'm going to be like, this motherfucker needs to go, this needs to go, this needs to go. This needs to be traded. He needs to be traded. He needs to be traded. I'm going to be fucking making some shit together.
Yep.
And I'm going to get this team together. Because I'm getting paid millions of fucking dollars to do this fucking job.
My thing is, how did we lose to Dallas? If you watch that game, our defensive line, amazing.
Oh, hey, what's up,
We
Feathers, bro?
stopped them. But as soon as Dak got rid of that ball, what happened? Wide open receivers. Wide open receivers. Wide open receivers. 5 yards apart. 10 yards apart. How is that happening? Then, on the most crucial time that you need your defense to step up, or should I say your defensive coordinator, why was the defensive coordinator playing prevent when they only needed a field goal?
Right. Okay,
Why
so
was he playing prevent?
let's play the other side right now, right? So we got Cowboys fans coming up here talking shit. All right. So the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl since 1990 what? 6? You guys don't even have a Super Bowl on the DVD. You guys don't have a Blu-ray Super Bowl. So, what's your name? Okay. So go Cowboys for being mediocre because you guys ain't never gonna do shit ever. Once, ever, twice, never. Never. You never. Look at your organization. You're the Giants are in shit right now, but right now we are one Super Bowl away from being tied with you guys. So, what are you guys doing to your team, Cowboys fans? What are you doing? What are you doing? What's so great? America's team don't even have the most Super Bowl wins in history right now. Just saying, America's team can't even get it together on paper. America's team don't have the best quarterback in the league. America's team ain't rushing with the best running back in the league. America's team, why are you guys the America's team? Why? You guys are a fucking joke.
Their owner was being petty.
This motherfucker's like, go Cowboys. I'm just saying, like, what is there to go about? Listen, if I was a Giants fan, if I'm a Giants fan, we won 4 Super Bowls, right? I'm not going around saying go Giants when we are fucking absolutely a travesty. We're terrible. We're shit. We're garbage. No, I'm not doing that. But you got Cowboys fans up here talking like, oh, go Cowboys, go what? What have y'all done? What have y'all done? I want to know. Yeah, Sammy says he was barely out of diapers in '96. Just saying. I mean, you talk your shit. Back it up. Back it up with what? You won today. That doesn't mean you're winning the Super Bowl. That doesn't mean you're going to the playoffs. That doesn't mean you're a dynasty for years to come. I mean, come on. Make it make sense here. If you're going to talk shit, talk shit. I'll talk shit with you. Know your football. Know football in general.
Alright, I'm back. My bad. I'm taking care of something real quick.
No worries. Donnie's up here. Alright, let's bring Donnie back up here. I'm just saying, man. Division fans shouldn't talk shit. Straight up.
That's why half the time when Dallas fans say stuff, I just think,
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
you keep going?
Most of y'all are bandwagon fans or anyways. You're like, who has the most wins in the league? And most of the time, y'all are old enough to be like before the Steelers won the most games.
Half the time you start going after somebody, like half the time when you find a Cowboys fan, and it's not all of them, but half the time when you find them, and they start talking crap, the first thing they say is, oh, we're just letting everybody catch up to our Super Bowls. We're just letting everybody catch up. You guys don't have 20. You have 5.
Catch up? What? Donnie, I sent you a request. Yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense to me.
That excuse, oh, we're just letting you guys catch up. We're just letting everybody catch up. We're just relaxing. No, you're not. You're not winning. That's the problem. Your biggest victories of the year are when you beat the Giants. And it sucks to say it that way, but that's their biggest victory of the year. That's all they hold on to.
If you as a sports fan is saying we're just waiting for you to catch up, that just shows that your competitive nature is the equivalent of a fruit snacks.
Because it doesn't matter if you have 5, 10, 15 Super Bowls. You keep fighting. You don't just relax. You keep going and you try to win every year. If your goal isn't to win a Super Bowl every year, then that's a problem. And if you as a fan are happy with saying, oh yeah, it's okay, you know, we don't have to win. If you're not upset that your team's not winning, let alone not getting to the playoffs, because how many years was it they were going to the playoffs or winning a playoff game at that, and they were happy about it still? They were like, oh yeah, we lost, but we still got this amount of Super Bowls.
Yeah, because if we would have won today, the Giants would have beat the Saints today, I would have said, oh yeah, that's great, but we had 5 back-to-back turnovers. You can't stand for that shit.
No.
Fumble, interception. You gotta be kidding me.
Would you be happy about that? You won the game, but with all those turnovers? No.
No. That just means that we are winning by the skin of our teeth.
You're like 5% happy because you got a W, but then you're like 95% pissed off because you're like, why do we have so many turnovers? Why did we do this? Why did we do this? It shouldn't have been that close.
And Sammy says, I mean, taking a couple years to rebuild and save up some cap can really help a team. That's true if you're not a market like the New York Giants or New York in general. You can't do that. You can't have leftover money when it comes to a popular talent that you could have paid for. That's the problem when it comes to New York in general. And especially now, it doesn't matter if it's football, hockey, baseball, or basketball. It does not matter because now the drought, the championship drought, it doesn't matter if it's the Yankees, the Mets, the Jets, the Giants, you know, the Knicks, the Nets. It don't matter who it is at this point. Anybody has to win a championship because New York their market is held at such a high standard right now. And because right now the New York market in general, when it comes to all their teams, nobody has a legit shot. And that's fucked up. When you sit there and you look over at LA and California in general, and you're looking at them and you're like, damn, they have a lot of teams over there that can win an NBA championship, a World Series, a Stanley Cup. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? Because it's not just a football market. It's not just a hockey market, a baseball market, a basketball market. One of these teams has to set the standard to somebody wanting to come to New York in general. If a team's winning the Super Bowl, the World Series, the Stanley Cup, the NBA championship, it's like, shit, I want to add to that.
I want to go to New York.
I want to go to New York. New York should be a destination that everybody wants to go to, but
That's
They
why
don't.
players don't want to sign over here.
Nobody wants to,
Unfortunately, say
and
it that
that's
way.
and
Nobody
that's
wants to sign over here
that
because of
and that's what I was saying earlier with the culture thing is we are basically where the Knicks were years ago when they couldn't get anybody without overpaying or over trading for somebody because you ain't winning games. The Knicks had to fight tooth and nail to get where they are. Now I'll give the New York Knicks credit because the New York Knicks fought tooth nail through management. And when they finally got there, they put certain people in place that would win and they tweak it. They got the right manager in place. He would sit there and manipulate and move around, and finally he got a winning roster together, and it changed the culture of what's going on in New York for the New York basketball team. And because of that, you got superstars and people all over that would rather play for the New York Knicks now. The Giants are in that situation where they have to change their culture. They have to win games, they have to do things, and until they do that, players don't want to come here. You're going to have to overpay them because there's going to be a team out there that's going to want to pay more than what the Giants are going to offer. And there's going to be... That's the crazy part.
You want to hear the crazy part?
Sure.
Our quarterback right now, we got Russell Wilson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we got Russell Wilson. Everybody was happy we got Russell Wilson. But what happened? Russell Wilson came in for a meeting with the Giants and left without a contract. Where did he go? Where did he go back to Pittsburgh? Once Pittsburgh wasn't offering money, then he came back.
Yep.
Why is that? If we're a market that you should be coming here, he should have left.
Because Russell Wilson wanted to play for New York, but at the same time, logically, it didn't make sense. So the Giants gave Russell Wilson a contract. Pittsburgh Steelers upped the ante slightly. So the Steelers took him. Russell Wilson ain't throwing a fit right now because he's getting paid right now by the highest bidder.
For the 1 year,
Yeah, he don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. But I'll give him.
He was chilling.
He was chilling, but I will tell you, Russell Wilson was still making his presence known between the quarterback, running back, and wide receivers. He was still talking and coaching up them. So I will give him that credit. Because if he's shit on the field, if Russell Wilson's trash, but he's coaching these kids up, at least he's doing something to earn his money. And I give him the utmost respect for that. Russell Wilson is at least not sitting there just twiddling his thumbs like, whatever, fuck it. Because what do you hear about Jameis Winston? Jameis Winston is actually doing the same thing.
Yep.
He's doing the same thing.
That's why everybody's like, where's Jameis Winston?
Yep.
Winston? He's coaching the young players.
He's coaching the young players. And that's great.
He's a third string. He's coaching. If you notice, every time the camera points to the sideline, even when Russell Wilson was playing, what is Winston doing? Right there with all the young players. Right there with all the players.
Yep.
They know what their role was. Winston knew what his role was when he came in. He's not upset about it tonight. He's doing what he was supposed to do.
Yep. He's getting paid millions of dollars to do a job, and he's doing what he's got to do for this team to win. And that's great. That's great. That's what you want out of veteran leadership. Wilson is playing ball because that's what he does.
Because Winston came into the team knowing what
He's a humble player.
Part of the team. He knew what his role was going to be. He's not upset about it. He's not going to the media saying, "Oh, why am I not playing? Why am I not doing this?"
All right.
Why? Because he knew what his role was. When he came into the team, he knew what he was going to do.
Because he's a humble player. But now it's like this. If this is a throwaway season, This is a season you play dart every single damn game. And you play him every game. And you coach him the best you can. If I was Brian Dable, I'm telling you right now, I am going to coach Jackson Dart the best I fucking can. And if we lose and I get fired, then I did the best I can. But if I sit back and I'm telling you, he's doing it already. Because, like I said, when Daniel Jones first got to the New York Giants and he was making mistakes under Brian Dable's system, Brian Dable was sitting right there on the bench, right there next to the quarterback, with a tablet in his hand and talking to him. I have not one time seen him do that with Jackson Dart. So, with that said, you sit there and you go through this entire season and you play Jackson Dart. You go ahead and play him. And if he ain't what you expect, and we don't win any more games this season, that ain't the future. And neither are you, motherfucker, because you need to go.
Yeah, if you're not doing anything to help him out, you need to go ASAP.
I already think he needs to go.
Oh yeah, even if he's gonna get fired at the end of the season,
Yep.
you don't throw the player under neither. You sit there and you coach him for the year.
Yep.
Granted, you're not going to be there for the future.
You play for your
him,
job.
But your job as a head coach is to teach him, because right now Dart is a rookie.
Yep.
It's not your job to be like, oh, we need to win now, because you know you're getting fired. Even if you're not getting fired, your job is to coach that player.
Yep. You're on film.
If you sit there and watch him fall, this was one of the problems with Jones as also. With Daniel Jones, he went through so many offensive coordinators also. That's another reason. Like, don't get me wrong, he's not great, but that's another reason why he never succeeded in New York also. Because how are you playing under a different system every other year? Like, if he had one offensive coordinator the whole time, or two, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe gotten a little bit better.
Yeah,
When
but
you're constantly learning a different system, it's a problem too.
But if you come into a system and you perform at a high level and then you come back the next year and you don't.
Oh no, that's a problem too. That's a problem also.
That's why it's like everybody's like, hit me up in the inbox saying, oh, Daniel Jones did this week. Oh, Daniel Jones did this week. Oh, okay. All right, cool.
He's playing in Indianapolis, like I tell everybody. Okay, he's playing in Indianapolis. Why are you worried about it still?
Yeah.
He's not on the Giants anymore.
Yeah, but at the same time, we've all seen this. We've seen Daniel Jones play at an elite level. He has quarterback play. He's not a completely dumb-ass quarterback. His decision-making ain't perfect. It ain't great. It's average. He's an average quarterback in this league. Daniel Jones is an average quarterback, and last year I told you he was a backup quarterback, and I still stand by it. Because after a certain amount of time, when you're not doing shit for a team, you ain't gonna be on that team.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones ain't gonna be able to play at that level, and that division is sorry. It's awful. He plays for the Colts. Your division is sorry. It's ass. It's shit. Okay.
He had to win the quarterback job. I'm not taking it away from him.
Yeah, you had to win a quarterback job, and then there was an argument between the agent and the player with that. Like, what's that say about you? Okay, you're doing great. Yeah, you're doing good. Oh, okay. All right, so.
ESPN and social media when he was named team captain, like one of the team captains. Look at the whole team's reaction.
Yeah, because Richardson was throwing a fit. He was like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on here? He was starting to claim all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, look, man, look, I don't give a shit about Daniel Jones. We had him for 10 years in New York, and he can't do shit in New York. It don't matter who the coach is, who the GM is, what the system is. It don't matter what the shit is. Daniel Jones cannot handle New York at all.
That's why from week one, Giant fans were like, "Oh, look at how he's playing in Indianapolis. Look how he's playing in
Who
Indianapolis."
cares? Fuck it. Okay, great. Okay, great. Yeah, yeah. Just like the Broncos.
Giants jersey anymore. Why are you stressing
Yeah.
over that?
Right. I'm wearing a Giants jersey. He's wearing a Colts jersey. Who gives a fuck?
Worry about your team and all the issues we have before you're worried about somebody else.
Right. If I ask you at the beginning of the season if the Denver Broncos are going to beat the Eagles, you'd be like, you're on drugs, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You've been drinking a lot of shit. Well, the Denver Broncos beat the Eagles. Does that mean the Denver Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl? I mean, this is the logic that NFL fans are with right now. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Wake up. Wake the fuck up.
Daniel Jones was never, like, not for nothing, would not fit in the New York market. There's players that can fit in this market, and there's players that can't fit in this market. You either handle the pressure and come with everything, with media and everything comes at you, or you can't, or you crumble. And it's not that you're a bad person. You just can't play in New York.
Does Dodgers have a good chance of winning? What are you talking about, fool? Yeah, well, I'm on. I got Facebook and I got YouTube. I'm trying to slowly transition over to YouTube.
Got you.
I'm trying different platforms and stuff, and I don't know. It's easier to be on Facebook with the Giants fans in general than it is to be with random fans, because I'm one of those that's gonna respond to everything. You gonna talk shit? I'm gonna talk shit. You gonna run your mouth? I'm gonna run my mouth. You know, you gonna say some shit? I'm gonna respond. You know, that's just me. That's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you got people up here, Cowboys fans talking shit. I'm gonna talk shit back to you. Like, what have you done? What have you done? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here with that shit.
That's why we telling them, what's the biggest hoopla? You beat us? Okay, good.
I feel like the Giants should have a field general quarterback, but maybe an improvised type like Dart will work better given the O-line available. Wait, what? Improviser. Oh, improviser type. On YouTube, you get a little bit of everyone coming. Yeah, you're right, Sammy. I appreciate you, man. I hope you follow me, man. I do a little bit of everything on YouTube in general. So I got the Giants post-game chat up here. I do after every single game. And I also show a lot of collectibles.
I know. I've been following you for a while. I've been watching all your lives and everything.
On Facebook, but on
Facebook, not
on YouTube, I show a lot of collectible stuff. So I appreciate it, Sammy. But I don't know. A lot of people are saying like, oh yeah, this post game chat thing that you do, man, you should branch it out. Try to get noticed a little bit. And so I've tried when it comes to YouTube, but YouTube, I don't really get too many Giants fans. So I try to post the link of the YouTube, which is Mike G440 on YouTube. And I try to post it on the Giants page and blah, blah, blah. And see, I'm trying to get our group further out there. You know what I mean? So we're a little more relevant than we are in general. We're a pretty big group in general when it comes to the Giants and stuff like that, but it's kind of fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy giving people their outlet to be able to speak and say what they want, uncensored, and how they want to say it when it comes to the post-game chat. You know what I'm saying? So, because otherwise, you got the main feed that is just flooded.
With everything.
Yeah, it's flooded with everything. Like, people want to say what they want to say. That's great. Come on up here. Pop up here on video and say what you want to say. get it out of your chest. You know, when you say it, it feels better than when you type it. So come up here and say it. Get it off your chest with the rest of us that feel the same way. And you'll feel a hell of a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
I'm still pissed off about today, but whenever I come onto your lives, I'm not gonna lie, like I'll be watching your lives, I haven't joined, but I like just watching everything, I'm like, alright, cool, I'm not the only one who's upset, I'm not the only one feeling this way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're not the only one. You know? And like Lisa, I just requested for you to come in. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to show your face. You can put your phone flat down and just have a black screen.
Audio, like what I got right now is because I got my tone and everything. But I put myself on audio for that reason because I was like, yeah, I gotta take care of him also.
Right. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to have a certain anything at all. Bring yourself up. Say what you gotta say. Get that shit off your chest. You know what I'm saying? We all feel the same. We're all pissed off. We're all frustrated. We have all had it. The Giants organization have not had shit. You're cooking and listening. Okay, that's fine, Lisa. But
I was like, today, like there's weeks where you're like, what the hell? But today is a week where if everybody's not feeling the same way after this Saints loss, it's that's what, like even in my mind, I'm like Saints win because I'm like, yo, this was like a win we should have had. This is a win we
should have had. Yep.
And it's like you said, even if we would have had it, I would have been pissed off also, just because of all the turnovers. Like, how you commit that many turnovers? Like, come on.
Right. Five turnovers. 5 back to back to back. Fumble, interception.
That dart fumble, I'm like, what the hell?
You should have that ball in your hands.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, dude. Like, your knee literally knocked down that ball. Like,
nobody's exempt. Slamming Sammy Joe says it's nice how the top 4 quarterbacks in the NFL fit each of the different Madden archetypes of a quarterback. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, when it comes to games, like I have my Madden and everything, but I don't pay that stuff because you can make people look like gods on there.
Well, you know, I'm sure there's others out there that are just like, I don't know about that one. But I kind of, if we're never going to play him, at this point, just see what Jameis Winston has. We are paying this guy.
I mean, we got him for 2 years.
We got him for 2 years. We have Jameis Winston for 2 fucking years. Are we really gonna sit here and just eat his contract for 2 fucking years? Put him out there. Fuck it.
We're not doing nothing this year.
We're not doing nothing. If you can beat the Eagles, then you're the starting quarterback. I mean, at this point, it doesn't fucking matter if Super Mario grabs the mushroom or the flower. It doesn't fucking matter at this point because somebody has to win something. Because obviously this ain't working, you know what I'm saying? So Sammy,
worst case scenario, you let Winston play, he wins a game or 2, and you're like, okay, this is how you play football.
Right.
This is how you win games. This is when stuff is going down, this is what happens. Then you still have Winston for another year. So it's not like Russell Wilson that he's only here for this year. If Winston plays, let's say, 2 or 3 games and he wins us a game or 2, you show Dart the whole time how to improve and what you did on how you won your games.
Sam,
You got him for another year.
Sammy says, actually, I think Josh Allen isn't strong arm anymore this year. Him and Mahomes are both improvisers now, but was a strong arm quarterback in Madden last year. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, I honestly thought Mahomes, he's always had a strong arm and he's always been an improviser.
Uh-huh.
Not just in Madden, in real life, too. That's just me, though.
Like, I don't know what to say about that.
That's what I'm saying. I have Madden. I play Madden every year. And you can make anybody look like a god on there. Like, I made Jones
Sure.
look like a god on there.
Sure.
Doesn't mean that's how they play in real life.
But you know, it's all about how you read the plays, though, man. I mean, if you're a Madden expert in general, that doesn't mean in real life that's how it
It's
works.
gonna happen the same. Oh, no,
Yeah.
not at all. That's why Madden and real life football, I keep very separate. Because the stuff that happens on that game doesn't happen in real life.
Hell no, absolutely not. Because it's very robotic on Madden. But all right, man, I'm gonna get off of here. It's damn near starting to go on close, like moving towards 7 o'clock. So it's past 6:30. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. And we play the Eagles on Thursday.
Yup.
Short rest. So I hope whatever the Giants are trying to do with this season, whatever they're trying to figure out, this is what you're. If you want Jackson Dart to be your starting quarterback, you gotta coach him. You gotta get him straight. You gotta tighten the bolts. You can't let anything be loose. You gotta start coaching
Yep.
for once.
The
Damn.
moment Dart started messing up today, as a head coach, Stoneball should have been like, okay, this is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do.
But
You sit down with him.
fumble.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
And then interception. Yo, when you fumbled for homie to get a touchdown, I'm sitting down with you. I'm playing for my job. Listen, everybody out there, right now, think like you're Brian Daboll. Fumble, touchdown. Fumble, 2 touchdown. Interception, Kool-Aid. At some point, you've got to be thinking, I got to sit down with this guy and talk to him. I'm thinking job security right now.
Yep.
That is what I am thinking as Brian Daboll. I'm not sitting there like a stone statue, like, oh, what are you calling on defense? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, what are you calling on special teams? No, fuck that shit. If my job's on the line, I'm going to go sit there on the motherfucker that's going to score points. Sit there next to him and say, hey, man, when you did this, you should have done this. Hey, when you do this, when the coverage breaks down, look at this side. Look at this guy right here. Kool-Aid got 2 interceptions on him. 2 interceptions on a motherfucker named Kool-Aid. His first name is Kool-Aid.
His first 2 interceptions. His very first 2 interceptions.
His first
It's not like
2.
he had anything prior.
His first 2 interceptions is from Kool-Aid. Like the motherfucker's name is Kool-Aid. Like the actual packet of Kool-Aid. Cool dash aid. When you look at the motherfucker's name, it's Kool-Aid. That's his first name.
Here's the problem.
Yo, what
After
the
those
fuck?
turnovers- After those turnovers started, as a head coach, you get that offense together, you huddle them up, and tell them, okay, that's it. That shit happened, but we still got a chance
Yep.
to win the game. Because
Yep.
we were still in the game.
Yeah.
We were still in the game. But
Still
what
in the
we're
game.
doing is like, no, y'all deal with it yourselves.
Yep.
Y'all deal with it yourselves. And that's what happens when you let rookies deal with it themselves. That's why I don't blame them neither. I'm not bad at them.
No, you make rookie mistakes, okay, but if you're not, if I don't see you, you fumble the, look, there's so much shit I'm trying to say at once, it's insane. When anybody fumbled the ball under Tom Coughlin, that motherfucker rubber bands your fucking arm on a ball. He rubber bands you. He wrapped it. He fucking made sure that you knew what it's like to hold on to the goddamn ball.
That's
So,
the first thing I would have done with Jones. Not with Jones. The moment Dart fumbled that ball and the way he fumbled it,
the
I
way
would've been
he
on him.
fumbled
I
it.
would have been on him. Like, why are you holding the ball like that?
You shouldn't hold the ball like that, Dart. When you're rushing like that, you ain't rushing like you're still gonna throw the ball. You need to hold that ball like that's your infant. That's your baby. That's your one true only. That's how you need to hold that ball. You need to hold that ball and protect that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
The moment he knows he's gonna run with the ball, the moment you know, okay, I'm not throwing the ball, you hold on to that ball for dear life.
Yep.
You don't let go of the ball. And half of his runs were like, oh yeah, the ball's loose. Okay, cool. What's going to happen eventually? Fumble. What wound up happening? Fumble. Yes, you're a rookie. But as a head coach, he should have started telling them, hey, you got to watch this. If you're going to commit to the run, commit to the run.
Look, out of all the things you said, keyword is coach. You have to coach the kid. You have to coach. When he fucks up, you sit your ass next to him. Because you have offensive coordinators. You have defensive coordinators. You have coordinators out the ass. Sit your ass down. Protect your job. And do what you gotta do to win this fucking game.
Because as an owner, and of course, we're not owners.
No, we're not.
Opinion, as an owner, if I was an owner and I'm seeing you bust your butt with the quarterback and seeing that, yes, we're losing games, okay, but you're teaching them what they're doing wrong and everything like that, that's a positive for me. I'm not happy that we're losing games, but you're
Saints
making
have
an
had
effort.
one good draft pick every year. Kool-Aid was the one for 2024. Wow. Think about that.
2020, okay. One good one for 2024, right? Okay, so 2024. And he just got his first 2 picks. Would he have gotten his first 2 picks if it wasn't for Dart?
What?
Would he have... Okay, so that person said that Kool-Aid was drafted in 2024. Kool-Aid just got his first 2 picks this game today.
Yep.
Would he have gotten that pick if it wasn't for Dart? That's the problem.
But
That's the thing.
it's that coulda, woulda, shoulda stuff. I mean, you can't live and die by that.
Oh, no, you can't.
You gotta look at your mistakes and you gotta correct them as they come. So
the person saying that Kool-Aid, like the best player and everything in their draft and everything like that, but he hasn't done anything.
well, I mean, we seen what Dart's performance was this time. So with that said, if we get a repeat of a shitty quarterback performance it doesn't matter if it's the Eagles or not. It don't matter. It don't matter. If Dart comes in and plays the Eagles and he's not competitive, you gotta, dude, you have Jameis Winston.
Uh-huh.
Just
You
saying.
can bench the rookie. You're not messing up his confidence.
You're not.
You're just showing him you're not
He's
ready
not
right
ready.
now. You're teaching him. A lot of people make it seem like, oh no, you bench him and it's over. No,
Right,
he's a
right.
rookie.
If
He's
you
not
bring
5 years
Jameis
in.
Winston in there and he shits the bed worse than Russell Wilson did, then you run Dart for the rest of the year. Simple as that.
Mhm.
But right now, like I said at the beginning of the season, the Giants built this roster on save my job. Save my job. Save the head coach's job and save the general manager's job. Because if you don't win more games than what you did last year, you're going to lose your job. Mara, the way John Mara does everything is he fires the coach first, and the year later he fires the general manager. Everybody can tell you right now that the general manager and the coach should both lose their job for the New York Giants. Stop the bullshit. The coaching is terrible. It's awful. And the people that you put on the field and who you've hired and who you thought would do the job that you thought they would do, they didn't do the job. So, general manager, you should be gone too. So, with that said, it's like nobody's safe when it comes to this because you're looking at the New York age Browns. If that's the topic that you want when it comes to your team, that you want to be the new age Browns, then by all means go about what you're doing right now. But I'm telling you right now, if there's no accountability at a coach level, and there's no accountability at the general manager level, then there's not gonna be any accountability whatsoever at all. Period. Brian says, I'm a Giants fan, but they suck, bro. Coach is terrible. Good. He sucks. Make me a mod. Giants fan, 25 years. ISI. I like the coach from Notre Dame. I hired him. Losing. Neighbors be cooked. Oh. Alright, Brian. You know, I don't have anybody up here. You know what? I'm gonna add you a moderator. Fuck it. Standard moderator for now. Oh no, I'm. What? What is it? What is it? I'm on camera.
I know you are. Just taste
You
it.
want me to taste some random shit?
Yes, I do.
See this shit?
Go ahead, sir. There's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead.
Thank you.
No, thanks.
Thank you.
Let's just throw me to the wolves. Let me
You're
just put
already
my head in the shark.
Come on, try it. Come on.
What is it?
Just taste
What
it.
is it?
Taste it and you tell me.
I
Okay,
can't.
not some random stuff you're drinking. No. That's some
It's
problem.
alcohol. Taste it. It's not bad. It's good. Come on now. Come on now. Just take a sip.
You sound like John Mara. Alright, fine.
Just take your chance. Just take your chance.
That's right. Take a chance.
Yeah. That's coconut something.
It's not bad, is it?
I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't drink it.
It's a girly drink.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
That's why I didn't like it.
What were we talking? I feel like I ate a Mounds bar. Alright, what we got here? Shot in the dark, but he seems like a capable coach. He's a former linebacker, too. I got a wife. I get it, bro. At least she warned you it's alcohol first. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, at least she didn't go into it, you know, like.
Malachi, go ahead and request to join in, man. Don't leave me and Chino, man. There's 3 slots available. I don't even know how it works on YouTube. So, hold on, Facebook. So, YouTube, I don't know how it works up here, but supposedly you can have a few screens up here too. And they could hear you as well. So if you guys want to join up here live, I have no problems approving you up here. Go ahead and YouTube, you guys can come up here too if you want. What did you say? Just do what she says, it helps later. Okay. Don't laugh. Hey, funny.
I think we're all married.
What?
I think we're all married because we're all saying the same thing. Like, it's whatever. Like,
Y'all are all married saying the same thing? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Just throw me the wolves, right? Just
No,
luck
I mean,
it.
I'll be like that also. Don't worry. I'll be like that also sometimes. I'll be the same exact
Uh-huh.
way you are.
Arnold Palmer with peach crown on, or RC Cola with, what does that say? Apple Crown are my go-to drinks. RC Cola still exists?
Yeah, that's a wild one.
Really? That's old. That's old.
That's still around. I want to know where because I haven't drank that in a while.
RC Cola, holy shit. Wow. That's wild. I'll be right back.
Oh man. Let's see. Can I see the comments? Whatever. Hey Susan, I'm cooking, just listening. I'm just nothing.
Ugh. Back in the day, a 2-liter was $1. Wow. That sounds like the 90s. Yeah, bro. I did a blind cola taste test in RC. Hello for me. Tastes just as good. Like and subscribe to his channel. Anybody? Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. I found out I didn't like Coke. It came in 4th place after Sam's Club generic. That's funny. Your internet's acting up. No worries. See if I can add you back up. I appreciate it, Brian. I definitely appreciate it. I'm probably gonna end this right here. It's almost 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. All right, guys. Well, excuse me. I will see you guys after the Eagles versus Giants. That sucks. On Thursday night. So, try to hold it together, Giants fans. It's going to be rough. Hopefully, if there's any adjustments whatsoever, God, we can only cross our fingers. So, but if Dable is sticking with the normal, regular guns that he has been dealing with, then we are looking at the same old play calling. We're looking at the same old shit, scenarios, and everything else that goes along with it. So, at this point, fuck it, right? So, I will see you guys on Thursday night, right after the game. You love meth, Trippy? I'm sorry. I don't do that shit. But anyway, sorry guys. YouTube has some characters on this motherfucker like crazy. But anyways, Trippy, are you okay? Yes, you do. No, I don't fuck with drugs. Sorry. No. Especially when it comes to meth and shit like that, Trippy. But, whatever makes you feel better. Nah, me and Mike G just had a sesh yesterday. I don't even know who the fuck you are, bro. I like how this motherfucker comes up here trying to pretend like they know me in real life when obviously everybody here knows who I am, so I don't know what that is. But anyways, I'll catch you guys and I'll catch you guys after the Eagles game. And after that, and we'll see what happens from there. Alright, so I'll catch y'all later. Later. Brian, take care of this motherfucker. Get rid of Trippy. Like, seriously. Alright, I'll see y'all later.